bersama meraih cita-cita demi bangsa dan tanah airku tercinta. Himpunan mahasiswa teknik kimia berkarya bersama untuk Indonesia. Alma mater kami 11 Maret Jaya, teknik kimia UNS Jaya bersamanya. Kami mahasiswa teknik kimia, kobarkan api semangat dalam jiwa, bersatu bersama meraih cita-cita demi bangsa dan tanah airku tercinta. Himpunan mahasiswa teknik kimia berkarya bersama untuk Indonesia. Alma mater kami 11 Maret Jaya, teknik kimia UNS Jaya bersamanya. Teknik kimia UNS Jaya bersamanya. Teknik kimia satu dalam jiwa. Kami mahasiswa teknik kimia, kobarkan api semangat dalam jiwa, bersatu bersama meraih cita-cita demi bangsa dan tanah airku tercinta. Himpunan mahasiswa teknik kimia berkarya bersama untuk Indonesia. Alma mater kami 11 Maret Jaya, teknik
Hello, good morning, everyone. Hi, maybe you
Hi,
could turn on the camera
guys.
first, guys. Hi, okay. Ooh, spotlight. Okay, guys, who anyone that haven't turned on your camera, please turn on your camera. Turn on your camera, please, guys. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, cool. So, okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning once again. So what are we gonna do, Haura, today?
Okay, so we have a very special session for REAKTOR 2021 today. So
What's
I
that?
hope you guys very excited to watching what's coming up next.
Yes, true. Because this is the first of REAKTOR 2000 and an entire REAKTOR that we invited a lot of special guests here that come from overseas.
Yeah, it's totally true. Because this is the first English session, as Tori said before to you, in REAKTOR throughout the history of chemical engineering in 11 Maret University. Woo!
Maybe you could, guys, show up your excitement.
Show your expression by the reaction.
Okay, wow. Oh my God, thank you so much, guys, that you already give direction. Thank you so much once again. Okay, before that, we would like to introduce ourselves. Okay, this is MC checking in, guys. Hello, everyone. My name is Muhammad Torik, as known as Torik. I'm from Chemical Engineering Batch 2020, and I'm with my stunning partners here.
Okay, I'm Haura Razafira, and I'm also from Batch 2020 from Chemical Engineering student. Okay, so before we start the session, in this morning, first I would like to know how is your feeling today, guys. I'm really willing to know and curious about your excitement for today's event. So please, guys, rate your mood from 1 to 5, which one you are in, and 1 means you have a bad day, or maybe you are still sleepy for starting this weekend, starting this Saturday morning, or maybe you are not in the mood today, and 5 means you are so energetic, powerful, and excited for our session today. So please write it down on the chat box below, which one your mood in from 1 to 5. Okay, come on, guys. Please show us, guys, your 5. Expression. Okay, 5.
Wow, wow, thank you so much, guys. You're very excited, and we are very excited too to this Reactor 2021, guys. Okay, thank you so much. Five.
Oh, cool.
Whoa.
4.99. Okay, thank you.
Okay. This is very excited. Okay, because of that, because you were very excited, you would like to know about your previous reactor and also your previous task. That anyone that you guys that want to share with your opinion about reactor and about your previous reactor. How about it, guys? Maybe you could raise hand or yeah, of course, raise hand. It should be raise hand. Okay, anyone that want to be your right hand or share your own feedback
Volunteer
or anyone.
We would like to have a sharing with you. Okay, please raise your hands, guys. Okay. Come on.
Anyone? Come on,
Just-
guys.
You guys don't have to worry or afraid to pop up or to share your opinion, because this is very free, and also don't afraid to start to speaking English, yeah, Tor, because we also
Yes,
learning by
true.
doing right now. Okay. Oh, there is one, I think. Oh no.
Oh, who is that? Okay.
Oh, not yet. Not yet. Okay. Or maybe if anyone
Oh,
listen-
maybe Haura, maybe we count until 5.
Okay.
If there's
If no one raise hand, so we will choose or pick randomly. Is it clear?
Okay.
Is it
Yes.
okay? So start counting, Tor.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you so much, Verna. Please.
Okay, but before, I'm sorry, could you repeat again the question because I'm not here clearly.
Okay. Oh, what do you think about your task and also your previous reactor that you already been?
Okay, about task reactor or my in college.
Yes.
Overall, my task is so hectic in past 2 weeks. And nearly reactor test just counts. It seems like I get some. Yeah, it's an hectic moment when reactor test comes and my college activity is did it at the same time. I should enjoy it. I have to enjoy it all of the time, because I'm thinking that when you just follow the flow, it's gonna be the damn cool moment. I think just
Thank you so much, Magna. That's a great opinion, I guess.
Okay, guys.
So, keep spirit.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Verna. Big love. Okay, guys. Maybe if there's someone that pop up.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Give a
Okay, maybe if I would like to back up Tariq, I guess because he is in internet issue, I guess. Maybe when someone has popped up or has raised hand or like this, you can give the expression or like the reaction of your friends. Okay, so okay, Tariq has come back. Thank you. Okay, so what's next, Tor? Okay, so maybe Tariq still have an internet issue, so I will back up him first. So for the next session, I would like to read what's our agenda today. So the first is opening by us, the MCs, and then also speaker session, then Q&A session, ice breaking, speaker session again, the second speaker session, I mean, then Q&A session, and also closing by moderator. So,
is my voice audible?
yeah, you're audible. Oh,
Okay.
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 So what's
Okay.
next?
Okay, we also have the second speakers, guys. We will talking about the importance of expanding relations, and also we have a question and answer too, and we'll be closed by closing. So, as you told before, Haura, we will have the first speaker. We will talking about the university's life, right?
Yep. Okay, that's right. So our next session is our main session, guys, which is the speaker session. And for our first speaker, we have a very special, powerful, and super inspiring and dedicated guest, which is from overseas, which is from Malaysia. This is Mrs. Fatima. But and she is gonna be the facilitator of our first topic, which is college life is coming. Make the most of yourself. But before we go to meet her, let me introduce her to you guys to make you know her better. So maybe for the committee, can you share the CV of her? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so I will read the personal description of Siti Fatima binti Ar-Rahman. So, okay. Okay, so am I audible?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Okay, so Fatima binti Ar-Rahman is a third year student in Bachelor of Chemical Engineering in National University of Malaysia, and she has also so much achievement. Start from a champion of social media tools and technologies with a track record of creating and implementing successful social media programs and engagement. She has also successfully handled an international event, project fundraiser, bronze medalist in National Inter Asasi Games 2019 for netball. Also pencapaian terbaik petaksiran activity jasmani sukan and co-curriculum 2017, and then first place in Carnival Technology Hijau Biomas Innovation Competition State Level 2016, and she is also involved in many roles in various organizations and events, such as being president of Chemical SCLC ICHEM-E 2021, 2022, and also achieved another outstanding awards. Wow, that's very cool.
True, Haura, it's very cool.
Seems like we have a very super powerful for our first speakers today, Thor.
Okay, maybe we would like to
welcome the Fatima.
Okay, please welcome.
Okay, so please give a warm welcome to Fatima, guys. Hello, Fatima. Are you already connecting with us?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello, guys.
Hi.
Okay, hi.
Okay, hi.
Okay, you're so beautiful today.
Oh, that's too much. Thank you. Are you giving me the stage now? Okay, so hi, and thank you to Tariq and Haura for the very energetic introduction. So I'm so glad to be here today with you guys, to be seeing all of you. And you know, like usually in a virtual program, the participants won't usually turn on your cameras, but today I'm seeing to a lot of beautiful different faces in the morning, and this is very, very exciting for me. And I hope that I can give you guys the best for today's session. Okay, so are you guys ready?
Maybe you can unmute, guys. Are you guys ready for our first session?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
But Fatima, I would like to have some chit chat with you before you starting your presentation. Is it okay?
Yeah, sure. No
okay,
problem.
so I would like to know how is your feeling today to have the session with us to come to 11 University, 11 Maret University to meet our freshmen.
Well, this is a very new experience for me, and of course, I am nervous as well. But I think, yeah, I'm actually honored to be part of this, to be part of this program, the Reactor program, and to be able to meet a lot of new faces here. And I'm also excited to share about my experience in university life and also the things that I did in university with all of the new freshmen. I guess you guys are from first years, right? All
Yeah,
of you?
participate.
Yeah, so yeah, let's see what I get in hands today for you guys. And I hope you guys enjoy my presentation. All right.
Okay, cool. We're so happy for having you, Fatima.
Thank you. So,
Okay, maybe you can start your presentation and time is yours.
all right. Okay, so let me share my screen. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome to my sharing session. Okay, as you guys can see, my name is Tim. I will explain more about myself. This is my full name, Siti Fatima Binti Rahman. I'm from Terengganu, Malaysia. You can Google it now. And I'm a Bachelor of Chemical Engineering from University Kebangsaan Malaysia, and I'm currently in third year of study. And I'm also a president of Chemical Engineering Student Club, Student Chapter IChemE, which is my own course organization. And also, I'm currently a financial officer for a nonprofit organization, which is the Small Changes Malaysia. And for the Instagram account, you guys can check it on the IG account for my organization, which is the CHES UKM and also Small Changes Malaysia. So that was some simple introduction of me. Let me go to my education. So I first started off in high school from SMKA Datuk Haji Abbas, which kalau di Indonesia itu SMA ya. Yeah, so I'm from SMK Datuk Haji Abbas from 2014 until 2017, and then I continue my study after high school in foundation from Life Science in Pusat Asasi Sains University Malaya. And then I'm currently studying Bachelor of Chemical Engineering in University Kebangsaan Malaysia from 2019. So those are some simple introduction from me. And now we're moving on to these interesting things that we're going to talk about, which is the human potential. So for this starting, I would like you guys to scan the QR code on the screen. I'll give you guys like 2 minutes for scanning it. And if you guys can see, there's can you scan it, like all of you? Okay.
You can start to open your camera and scan this barcode.
Just take your phone and scan the QR code. And as you can see, there's a question there. What is your idea of human potential? So this is just a simple brainstorming session because it's early in the morning, right? So I want to see whether you guys have wake up or not, whether you guys are ready for today's session. So we're just going to go through some of your answers and discuss. And this is just a refreshment, and there's no right or wrong answer. Just answer according to your opinion, all right? So have all of you scanned the QR code? Have all of you entered the link? Okay, let me just go to this. Yeah, so I haven't seen some answer yet.
Or maybe, do you have trouble, guys, for scanning the barcode? Maybe you can say it in the comment or just unmute yourself
Yes, confirm
Yeah.
it.
to let us know. Okay, cool.
Okay, you're so excited for today. Thank you. What else? Come on, guys, wake up. We're going to have a lot of things to discuss after this. This is a poll. Wait. Or maybe did I?
Could you understand like?
Yeah, okay, thank you for the answer. Capacity for humans to improve themselves through studying, training, and practice. Okay, good.
Sorry, Fatima. Someone has said that could you just show the barcode again?
Oh, okay.
Same,
Sure. Let me try it out myself also. Does it say my presentation is underway? Okay, let me just. Okay, it's okay. Oh yeah, activate. I'm sorry. Oh, you guys have been voting your friends' answers, right? Instead of answering for yourself. It's okay. Okay, it may mean the possibilities human beings are capable of accomplishing. Yeah, that's a great answer. Maybe we can have one more answer before we continue.
Okay, come on, guys. Show us your opinion.
That's true.
Okay, this shows the voting, like 24 of you saying you're excited for today. To reach the limit of their ability to develop aptitudes and skills. Every single person have their own potential. It may mean the possibilities human beings are capable of accomplishing. Human potential is mean capacity human to do something. We as a human always have a potential waiting to be discovered. Creativity, increased capability to upgrade yourself. Okay. So thank you guys for the very active response. I've seen that a lot of you quite understand about what human potential is about. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, it proves that all of you have woke up today for today's session because it's still 8 a.m. in the morning there, right? Okay, so let's continue. So human potential is the capacity for humans to improve themselves through studying, training, and practice to reach the limit of their ability and to develop aptitudes and skills. So what do you guys think? This is literally from just you as a student, right? Like the human potential plays a lot more roles in your life, and this is when it differentiates you from everyone else. I mean, because we are all different persons. So I think my personal opinion is human potential actually leads you on how you create yourself as a human being. So yeah. And this is like a quote from a book writer, David Vernon, from his book The Human Potential, exploring techniques used to enhance human performance. It says that inherent within the notion of human potential is the belief that in reaching their full potential, an individual will be able to lead a happy and more fulfilled life. So this is actually just to make it simple. It says that when you do something that you are really good at and you love doing it, of course, it will make you happy, right? So, for example, you can do cooking, arts, playing instruments, anything that you like to do. And you can say that when you have a potential, it says a lot about your strengths too. So it all depends on how you use your ability in living your life, right? I mean, if you see during the pandemic, like last year, we've been sitting a lot at home, and like some of us have really discovered ourselves by going the extra mile for their own interests. Like you can see, some people have been driving through. I think most of them been driving through the app TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, doing whatever they love. They just show whatever they're doing in their life, and somehow it becomes an inspiration to other people as well. So I think that is one of a great example of a human potential. It's just something that comes from you, comes from yourself, and everything is up to you, whether you want to stay at the same place or you want to explore a lot more about yourself. Okay, so those are just my simple 2 cents about human potential. So right now I'm going to share with you guys this video. It says what if we use the full capacity of our brain, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Okay, so
you can do anything.
Okay, before that, can you guys hear the video clearly?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, good. All right, let's start over.
You can do anything. Paint a masterpiece in a minute. Learn every language in an hour. Build a multi-billion-dollar company overnight. And rule the world by tomorrow. So, what's holding you back? Why aren't you doing what you want? Didn't hear enough Mozart as a baby? Didn't eat enough veggies growing up? Or is it because you're not using your brain at its full potential? Want to know how you can? This is What If, and here's what your brain would be like at full capacity. The brain, to say the least, is very complex. We've studied it for centuries, and we're still learning more of its secrets today. But be careful, the search for facts can sometimes lead to fiction. To be smarter, your brain needs to be bigger. False. Brain size relates more to proportion than it does to intelligence. For example, here's your brain next to a whale's. Guess who's smarter? Guess whose body needs more processing power? Your brain is smaller than a whale's because your body is smaller. However, your brain is structured in a way that enables you to survive and succeed. But after all that, would you believe that humans only use 10% of their brains? Let's make it 100%. We've seen what really smart people can do. They inspire us through art, music, literature. They change the odds in sports. They come up with tools to make our lives easier, and they help organize society as a whole to make us all more powerful, for better or for worse. With access to your brain's full capacity, you're limitless. So what do? First things first, you finally get to solve the Rubik's Cube that's been collecting dust on your shelf. Call up your smartest friend and challenge them to a game of chess. Checkmate in 2 moves. Relish. When you're done being a smarty pants, you'll be looking for a real challenge, since being smart means that you won't be as stimulated by the things that keep us simpletons happy. So what's your interest? Art? Science? Technology? When you're limitless, you don't have to choose. Picasso was overrated. Sorry I'm late, I was up all night curing cancer. So I thought, why not? And that's how the time-traveling toilet came to be. Okay, back up. Limitless? What happens to your body when you're dedicating all your brain's energy to a creation, a cure, or a patent? Your lungs breathing, your heart beating, your food digesting, and your blood circulating, that's all your brain. Even if you could access 100% of your brain's capacity, you couldn't use it. You would be limited by your body's survival needs. Remember when we asked, would you believe that after all that, humans only use 10% of their brains? Did you believe it? The 10% thing is a myth, and it probably comes from a simple confusion. Your brain is 10% neurons and 90% glial cells. There are different types of neurons that take care of different functions, but in general, Your neurons enable you to process and transmit information, while your glial cells surround your neurons, providing them with support and insulation. And you know what? All human brains share the same design. Your brain has just as many neurons as Albert Einstein's did. So how can you be smarter? Treat your brain like a muscle. Stimulate it. Try new things. Take on challenges. And get enough rest. Maintain healthy habits. That's the smart thing to do. And of course, it's a no-brainer.
All right, so how do you guys feel about this video? Do you feel excited?
Maybe you can answer it in the chat box or just unmute yourself, guys.
Yeah, I cannot see your faces anyway because I'm sharing, but yeah, from this video you can say that humans are capable to do everything they want when the brain is at full capacity. So this just shows that if you want to do something, you can, but it all depends on you, right? I mean, when I see this video, I feel like my hands and bodies are trembling because I feel like the urge to do something at the moment is very strong, and it actually gives me the excitement of wanting to start something right away. Yeah, that's from my point of view, and I hope it gives you guys the same energy as well. And let's move forward. How do I? Okay. Let's move forward to the next slide. Okay, this is okay. Actually, I've watched this one tech talk video. It's about human potential as well. And the speaker is Robert Bridgman. He's a Dutch speaker. And in his video from YouTube, you can see he told a story about him climbing up Mount Kilimanjaro with no clothes at all. I mean, okay, let me tell you a little bit about Mount Kilimanjaro. It is the tallest mountain on the African continent, and the summit, which is I don't know how to pronounce this, but I guess it's Uhuru Point. It's 5,895 meters above the sea level, and the temperature there is -20 degrees Celsius, and half of the oxygen level from the sea level. So basically, Robert Bridgman, this guy, he went for an expedition to climb up the Mount Kilimanjaro with no clothes, with wearing no clothes. Basically, the mountain is very cold and it's very uncomfortable for normal people because the temperature is very, very low. But he actually did it in just 48 hours with all his team. And this is just his, he wants to challenge his body to know what his body can do, where his potential can go, how far it can improve his own potential. So by doing this, it actually proves that human potential can help you to achieve anything you want in life. Okay, and of course, in this expedition, at the very first moment, I think the council for Mount climbing expedition says that this expedition is very dangerous and impossible to do, and people might die, people might get injured and everything, but actually they all survived. I guess they went there 15 people, and they all survived. It means that it's not just depends on the human potential just does not apply to a particular person only. It applies to everyone. Okay. So Elvira, do you have any question?
Uh,
Oh, sorry. Okay, I guess it's just the technicalities. So this is the person I've been talking about. He's Robert Bridgman, a TED Talk speaker. He says that a better environment doesn't start with you. It starts deep inside you. So how do we explain this? It for me personally, I think it relates more to our mental on how do we present ourselves and how do we want ourselves to be seen and what is our interest as well. So it depends on your mind to get you to the point that you want to be. Okay. So next. Okay, this is another poll that I made. You guys can scan the QR code like just now, and right away, if you have any opinions, any answers, just right away answer the poll. I guess it's activated.
okay, guys, maybe you can open up your camera again and scan the barcode.
Yes,
And
and
if you
could you guys confirm like we already scanned the barcode, QR
Yeah.
code?
and the comments below.
Is everyone okay?
Do you have any troubles or something, guys? You can say if you are already scanned the barcode and there is no problem. Maybe you can also type in the chat to make us know. Okay, everything is okay. Okay. So if anyone has a trouble, just please unmute yourself or maybe type in the chat box. Okay. Okay, no problem. Okay.
I see. I could scan it as well. Okay, good. So just give your opinion in the answer box. Like, how do you expect or feel about university life? Oh, also, are you guys in campus right now?
No, we are still online.
Oh, you're still online. Okay, I see. So for the first year student, you guys haven't really have that university life, right? And yeah, hopefully all of
Yeah.
you can go back to campus soon. So let's see. Okay, great. This is great. So some of you said busy, different, like hectic, amazing, shocked, depressed, excited, chaotic. Okay, chaotic. Knowledge, happy, exhausting, yeah, sort of. Multicultural assignment. Let's see. Sleepy. I've seen some of you answered hi. Okay. Heterogen. What does that mean? Complicated. Okay, complicated. Yeah. It's literally okay. Surprise. Okay, good. So thank you so much for the very active response. Yeah, so basically you can see like those are the things that you can expect and you feel about university life, right? Because yeah, in university life can be scary, fun, exhausting, and exciting at the same time. Like we'll be meeting different people from different kind of backgrounds, and the thing is that we don't really know about them, but yeah, we have to learn about them and everything. And there are so much things going on. Like sometimes you feel overwhelmed. Like sometimes you feel like it's too much for you. You want to give up everything and just go do stuff that you like. You just want to straight away forget all the responsibilities that you have, and you just want to go out and have fun and everything, and you just And sometimes you feel like you just want to sit around and have your own company, sit in your room, watching Netflix and everything. And what I would say is that university life is something unpredictable, unexpected, and full of surprises. Okay. So basically, with all these ideology and mentality and expectations, like, of course, you guys feel very kind of anxious, and also some of you maybe very curious on how do you actually tackle your university life, right? So for me also, I think like all of us, we have that one point where we don't know what to do, and we just go with the flow. And then, like when you, of course, when you enter in a new environment, a new place, there also time for you needed for you to adapt and everything. So this is like, let me show you how do you tackle your own university life. First, you have to know your opportunities, and second, you have to know your threats. So what does it mean by this? So opportunities and threats. Okay, I'm not going forward yet. I want some of you to give me your opinion about the opportunities and threats that you expect in university. Can I have some of you?
Okay, sure. Maybe me and Hora will help you, yeah, Tim, for
Yeah.
okay, anyone?
I want to see the volunteer first. If there's no volunteer, maybe you guys can pick anyone.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I'll count three, guys. If you don't, if anyone doesn't pop up or something, I would like to choose 1, 2, 3. Okay, maybe for Sinta Christiana Putri, could you unmute yourself to share what your thoughts?
Okay, am I audible?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, thank you for the chance given to me. So let me introduce myself first. I'm Sinta Christiana Putri. You can call me Sinta. I'm from the Chemical Engineering batch 2021. So I guess the opportunities we can have when we are in the university life, first is we can have a lot of change in the future. Like we can work the work we are in the future maybe more broader. First, secondly, maybe we can doing a lot of voluntaries that it can increasing our experience, and maybe the opportunities. The another opportunities is that we can have a lot of friends that is come from a lot of area. Like, I'm sorry that my English maybe it's confusing for you. Okay, that's maybe the threats. It's we have we don't have a lot of time to do all of the opportunities. So maybe sometimes we can have a stress or yeah, something like that. Gitu. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sorry, what's your name again? Sinta. Okay, Sinta, thank you so much for that amazing response. Yeah, you did great. And it's okay if you don't, you said just now about your English, right? It's okay because we are all still in learning process, and it's okay to actually, just be confident with your own language. We are all in the learning process, right? So we can still improve ourselves. And yeah, I'm also learning. And thank you so much again, Sinta, for that answer. yeah, as you can see, like Sinta have the rough idea about the opportunities and threats in universities. So let me just get deeper into it. So for the opportunities, you guys can see my screen, right? It says actually in university there are a very like there's I can say like there's millions of choices we can join because in university there are a lot of things going on like college projects, university projects, non-profit organization and youth development programs and all of these are actually a really great platform for all the students to improve themselves to increase their soft skills because all of these are actually the way that you learn something. How do you say that? Informal learning. It's a way of informal learning because when you go to university, you don't just want to thrive in your subjects. Of course you want to learn the things in the subject as well. But of course, university as well is the place where you teach yourself on how to be a human being, how to be a good human being. Like you prepare yourself for the future, for the working environment. So how do you prepare yourself is by joining volunteering projects. Because in college, usually in my college, there are a lot of programs that they are handling, and in each programs they will be looking for people who want to be the committee, who want to handle the projects and everything. So do not lose your chance because I for me university college projects are very fun. And like when I'm sorry, my roommate just came in. It's okay. So uh for university it's actually I'm sorry, I kind of okay. Let's get to the point. So for me, there's no particular thing that there's no particular thing that you how do I say this? Okay, let me get just straight to the point. So for volunteer project, you can have actually I think like in university later on there will be like a lot of projects as well. And this is just week 4, right? So you have to find your own opportunities, which is through your friends, to your seniors. They will actually be very helpful for you to let you know what kind of projects do you what to let you know what kind of projects that are available for your position and everything. So you can just apply. Like me, I applied the non-profit organization, the one that I shared to you in my introduction page just now, which is the Small Changes Malaysia. That one is a non-profit organization, and I entered as their last year. I entered as the volunteer, and for this term, I entered as their committee. So yeah, I can say that there are bountiful and very very a lot of choice for you. It just depends on you whether you want to join or not. Yeah, something like that. Okay, next for non-volunteering, which is the okay, all of these are actually volunteers as well. But if you're good at it or you're very interested in it, it will be a great way for you to present yourself as well. Like for internships, you have like I I think like you guys will be having your internship during after third year, right? Is it? Or in your study program?
Yes, true. In our 3 years of university.
Yeah, in the third year of university. So you'll be having your internship, right? This is also an opportunity for you because in internships you learn something that is not just from what you have learned, but also prepare yourself for a working environment and everything. So this is a good pathway that you actually be in this course as well, because engineering students usually will have internship as a requirement for them to graduate. Yeah. So the next one is competition. This is just like simple competition, like maybe if you like writing, or you like to write poets, you like singing, you like dancing, you like arts, social media, and also or sports activities. So it all depends to you. You like something, you find your way to join it, and yeah, maybe you can get to the top. Who knows, right? No one knows how you manage to get to the top. It just depends on what you want, your goal, and your action. Okay. Next is sports. This is also I think for virtual sports, maybe like if you guys know the game Mobile Legend, PUBG, and everything, right? So it's it's considered sport nowadays, and it's also a great opportunity. And like I said just now, it depends on you guys whether you want to join or not. You want to um you want to gain experience, because all of these are the way that you can actually grow and improve yourself. Okay. And as well as business, if you like business, if you like selling, for example, you love baking. So how do you make benefit out of it? Of course by baking, this is just an example. Of course, by baking, you feel very happy. You feel like you were stressed with your work, and then you just feel like, okay, I want to stop my work and then start baking. And then how do you from your hobby or your interest, how do you make use of it? So maybe you can start a small business, share your baking, share your food to your friends and everything. So yeah, basically these are just some opportunities that that already in front of you. It's just the matter of your action, or whether you get to seize the opportunity or not. Okay. So next, how to keep your opportunities coming. So first thing first, you have to make friends, because this is the way that you create connections among yourself. And also this is, like I said just now, we will be meeting a lot of people from different kind of backgrounds, from different kind of places, and there'll be a lot of things that you can learn from everyone. So by making friends, like you don't have to be like very attached to them. Just get to know everyone, as many as possible. Just get to know everyone, because from that, this is what I did, because from that, you can actually learn something from different individual that you've met in your life. So this is actually an essential thing, not just in university but also in your life. Yeah, because we don't know what kind of experience anyone have, and we don't know how they are going to affect our life. And maybe like someone have experience on this particular thing, and then you can just gain the same experience from that person. Yeah, so that is why it is important to make friends. And then next we have find your interest. Like I said just now, all the opportunities are already in front of you. You just have to find your interest, find what you like to do. Just like Robert Bridgman said just now, everything starts deep inside you. So if you know what your interest, especially like when you have for example, you like music, you like arts, just go for it. Just find something that relates the most to you, or you don't really have to be in your circle only. Maybe if you be more adventurous, you can find your interest somewhere else. Maybe like you think like, oh, I just love music, so I just want to be involved in music. No, you don't have to do that. You can do whatever you want in your life, because we are all still young and we are all in a learning process, and there's nothing wrong for you to get involved in everything and explore everything about yourself. And who knows, by looking for but in the journey of you looking for your interest, you might actually find something that you are really good at, and from that it helps you to get to a better place, like get to the top, something that you've never imagined in life. Yeah. And next, we have the power of social media. This one is particularly for, actually, I think it's important for university students to be alert in social media. Like, we have a lot of platforms today: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. What else? Yeah, even WhatsApp, right? And usually, university will take the opportunity, the social media platform, to present themselves and elaborate more about all the activities. And also, for example, my organization, the Chemical Engineering Student Club organization, we have our own Instagram account. It's just for information sharing. It's for, if they have internship opportunities and everything. So the students who want to gain the experience and opportunities, they can find the information from the social media. And also, this is not coming from university only. It also comes from you. Like, you can use what do you use your social media platform for? Maybe, like I said just now, if you love baking, you want to start a business, you can use your social media to share about what you do. Maybe like arts, like music, you want to share your opinion, your method, or maybe you just want to raise awareness in people. Like, do everything you want in your social media. It depends on you. And lastly, you have to keep up to date. This is and I wouldn't say that this is a crucial part, but it is also the thing that you want to keep in mind, because like the saying goes, time is gold. So you might want to always be representative, be aware of what's happening around you, the issues, not just the entertainment things, but also the issues that's going on around your life, your place, and also that's going on around your people around your age, like all of us. So if you have the knowledge, the current knowledge, like some people would actually be attracted to you, because like usually they can talk about the current things with you. So this is one of a great way for you to make friends as well, and also a great way for you to control your interests, and also a great way for you to present yourself in your social media. So this is like the base. It's not the essential thing, but it's like a base to keep all the 3 points, the previous 3 points before. Okay, so these are the things that you can do to keep your opportunities open. And let's move on to the threats. Okay, for this, I won't say that this applies to everyone because you might have encountered this in your life at some point. Even I also have encountered some of these things. But I just want to share that what will happen if you keep yourself in these situations when you stay silent, you isolate yourself, and you stay in your comfort zone. Like, what would it be for you if you always like be stagnant in your life, like you don't want to get up from this situation? Is that you might lose your chance. So what kind of chance? What kind of chances? We'll figure out more later. Okay. So here's another word thought and another question that I want us to brainstorm. So as usual, you can take your phone and scan the QR code and try to answer. Are you guys with me right now? Like, are you? How do you guys feel? Sleepy or excited? Or you feel like this is kind of heavy for you?
For me personally, it's very excited.
Thank you, Aura.
Okay. So guys, maybe you can scan the barcode. Did you have scan it or maybe you miss it? Please let me know in the chat box or just unmute yourself.
Yes, true.
Okay. Could you please show the barcode again, please, Fatima? I guess they missed it. Yeah.
The challenges we've encountered in life. Maybe I can share the link on the chat box. Losing self-confidence, lazy, scared. Yeah, aren't we all? Insecurity, hard to speak up, nervous. Yeah, head of the class for 2 years. Yeah, that is very challenging. Failure, lazy. Yes, mood problem. We're still confused. Yeah, I'm also still confused, even if I'm in my 3rd year. Like, I don't know what I'm learning. Yeah, but I'm just going with the flow. I'm afraid of uncertainty, bored, insecure, not confident, hard to speak up. Good looking? Okay, who's this? Good looking? Okay. That's one of the challenges you have encountered in life. Okay. Can't speak properly in front of people. Haven't found my specific goal and still overthinking about it. Anxiety. Yeah, I really can relate to all this. Lazy, can't manage time. Bored. Yeah. I guess we are all pretty much the same, right? Parents' expectations. Oh my god, I feel you. Mood swing. Not brave. Okay, maybe one more response. Time management. Okay, thank you so much, guys. So as you guys can see, all of us have our own challenges, obstacles, the things that are holding us in our life from doing whatever we want. And you know, like somehow at some point, you feel all of these things, right? You feel like you have low self-esteem. You think that why everyone else is better than you, and you feel discouraged to do anything. You don't know how to blend in. I'm sorry about the noise. There's a bus coming through my college, so it's quite noisy. Yeah, so for this, I still feel that there's some noise. Okay. So when you feel all of this, you have low self-esteem, feel everyone else is better than you, you're discouraged. I just want to say that this is why you have to identify the challenges you have encountered, because this is what will help you to figure out your actions after this. Let's go back to Robert Bridgman's quote. It says that a better environment doesn't start with you, it starts deep inside you. So I'm going to explain some more about this. So from my own way on how do I overcome these challenges. So first thing first, I challenge myself. When you feel challenged, don't you feel like you are losing to your own life? Like, don't you feel like, oh my God, why life is giving me this? So instead of dwelling on those thoughts, I actually challenge myself. Like, I convince myself that I can be better, because I'm not going to lose this situation. I'm not going to let this situation indulge my life and eating me from the inside. No, because I think like when we feel discouraged or sad or even lonely, it just gives you the burden, and I don't like that kind of feeling. That is why I keep on trying to tell myself that I can be better. I can do things out of my expectation, do the stuff that I've never think that I would do before. So how do I actually get out from this situation is I try to go out of my comfort zone. Like sometimes when I see, I like seeing my friends' stories on Instagram. Like they do things that I've never did before. Maybe like they went hiking, they play go-karts, or went for vacation with all the friends, went to an island, the mountain, and everything. So these are the things that actually gives me courage, because if you dwell and if you just sit around and do nothing, you feel like, why is my life so boring? Like, yeah, something like that. I'm like something like that. The thoughts keep coming into my life. So I keep finding the things, and the way I want to get out of those situations is that I try new things, and I try to do the things that I wanted. I ask all my friends, like I asked my friends to go here, go there, and we actually did a lot of things together. Like, I started seeking for opportunities. I reached out, I be friends with everyone just to feel something in my life. Now I really love trying new things, because even though I feel like I know what my strengths are right now, but I still feel that there's a lot of more potential that I've never discovered yet in my life. That is why I always challenge myself to do something, to do something that I've never did before. It's just for me to feel something in my life and to reach to the point that I don't know what kind of point that I want to reach, but by having all this courage, it actually helps me to get out of the situation just now, the threat situation. Yeah. So these are the things that I did. And also lastly, I expect the unexpected, of course, because like I said just now, I don't know at what point I will stop, but I just know that I still want to keep going. Yeah, that's it. So next, I seek opportunities. Like I said, I joined non-profit organizations, and this is one of the organization that I introduced to you guys just now. It's Small Changes Malaysia, and this is the program that I joined earlier this year. It's called Seeds of Deeds. It's an empowerment camps for high school students from some states in Malaysia. And in this program, we actually nurture the English, nurture the students' self-esteem, and also their language, and also a lot of different aspects like professionalism, and also how they present themselves, how they embrace their own feelings. And we also apply the emotional intelligence aspect in this program, and it's very rewarding to myself as well because I get to learn so much things. And what I love about this organization is that their motto is them before us. It means that you give something, you really want to give back to the society. And in the meantime, you never realize that actually by giving back, you actually gain a lot of things for yourself as well. So yeah. Next is the Sustain the World program. This was actually a collaboration for my university and also UITM, another university. And Handianto, your senior, was the participants. It was one of the participants in this program, and I was the MC for this. And it's actually a virtual program as well because everything is online nowadays. So I really hope that I can actually join something physically, just like what I did before. Yeah, but it's actually a great experience for me as well, and I get to meet a lot of new people. And the participants are also from Korea, India, and Indonesia, and also Malaysia. So yeah, this is what I say, opportunities, and this is how you make connections, you make new friends. Yeah, so basically, it depends on you. And then these are the time when I joined during my foundation life. Can't remember the name. I guess Inter Foundation Sports. It's a national level sports. I joined as the netball athlete, and also this is the time when I become a part of my college sports management team. Yeah, and these are all the things that I did in university back then. This was before COVID, so everyone was, it was very happening. Everyone was, yeah, we can be with each other and all, not having to wear masks. It was really, really cool back then. So third, I make friends. Like I said, yeah, these are my friends. This was in foundation, and these are my classmates, my batchmates. And as you guys can see, like, yeah, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of background, a lot of faces, and you can just learn a lot of things from them. And this is my friend from Korea. Her name is Suyeon. She was in the exchange student program before COVID. However, due to COVID, unfortunately, she had to go back to Korea and continue her studies there. It's a great phase to know her, because like I know her for only like we met each other for only like a month, but we actually blend in very well, and I'm really glad to be able to know her. And then these are my current circle in university. Like this was during my birthday. This is me and my friend Danya. We share the same. No, actually, mine is on the 3rd of the month and hers is on the 4th of the month. And then we celebrated together. And it was, yeah, this is why it's important to make friends. And these are my course mates, my seniors, my juniors, and everything. And this was before COVID as well. We went for a family day, and we went to it's like a waterfall place, and we played like a lot of games together. And this was when me and my friends went for industrial visit at Yakult. And then, okay, next, if things are too much, learn to take a break. This is very, very important. Because why? Because we are humans. We are not robots. So we can expect us to give our best, give 100% all the time, 24/7. Because, sometimes we need to take a break just to get ourselves back. Because if we don't, like this is the point where you start to lose yourself and you start to break and you start to lose your interest in everything because you feel like you're very exhausted and everything. You're very exhausted. You feel very overwhelmed by all the things that are going on around you. So it is very, very important for you to take a break. Like what I usually did is I went for a hangout. This was when I went to the concert with my friend, and this was in 2020, like before COVID, before March. And this was when we went for an impromptu vacation to Genting Highlands. I guess, like if you heard, like Genting Highland is quite a famous tourist place in Malaysia. So this was impromptu. It was like we were like hanging around during dinner, and then suddenly like one of us say, okay, let's go to Genting, and then we went there right away in the middle of the night. It was very exciting experience, and this was when we watched movies together. Like you can just do anything you want, to take a break. Like you went to visit beautiful places. This was KLCC, and this is Pavilion, and this is the Genting Highland. And this was when I went to Camera Highland. Like I really love nature. Like I love flowers. I love to see like beautiful things, beautiful places. So having to visit all these places actually calms my mind a lot. And I would never give up if anyone invited me. I would never like say no to all this. And also eat good food. Yeah, you have to reward yourself sometimes. Like if you love eating, just I would spend my money on food a lot because we are still young, and I guess this is our time to eat anything that we want. So yeah, eating good food is actually essential way to make you feel happy as well. And you also can play sports. Like yeah, you don't really have to be good at it. Just go for it, and if it makes you happy, then it's good. So yeah. And lastly, learn to blend in. So this is my cheat code actually in my life. Says fake it till you make it. This is depends on how you see it, on how you see the term. Like you don't have to necessarily take it in the negative way, because for me, like this is what makes me who I am today. Because like usually, like I said just now, from my introduction, you can see that I'm the president of my organization, the Chemical Engineering Student Club organization, and I really have no idea on how to organize, how to manage a organization, how to manage a team. And what I did is this one is fake it till I make it, because like usually when I receive a task or everything, it's just that I receive the task from lecturers, or maybe like I have to do a program. It's not that, because we're still in the learning process, right? It's not that I know 100% on how to execute all these things. So what I did was I act like I knew, but in the meantime, I also learn, and I also keep asking people. I ask my seniors, I ask my lecturers. Just yeah, I think that one of the way that you can actually survive in life is by seeking opinion, seeking help, and also asking those who know better. Because if you don't, then you get lost easily. And yeah, so this is just some of the things that I did until I actually managed to be at this point in my life where I'm currently the president of Chemical Engineering Student Club, Student Chapter IChemE. Yeah, excuse the long name, but I'm still I'm quite proud of myself. But I know that there are a lot of things that I'm still looking forward to in my life. And for the Small Changes Malaysia organization, back then I was the volunteer in the Six of Deeds project, the ones I shared to you just now. And we actually have to raise funds for the organization, and I managed to successfully raise 779 ringgit from my own event with my partner. This is my partner Fatih. Like, we held a game night, and from that event, it's actually a virtual event. From that event, we managed to gain like 779 ringgit from our and we successfully exceed our target, which is 500 ringgit. So it's very, very fulfilling for me to be able to do these things. Okay, so lastly, these are my personal advice to all of you. You know, all these, I bet like you guys are very curious about all the things that happening in university, all the things that are happening around you, and you're still trying to learn. It's okay, because all of us, like I said just now, all of us are in learning process, and we're still young, and there's still so much more things that we want to explore in life. So first thing first, you have to enjoy university life. And also get to know everyone. Like I said, if you have friends, your life will be very much better. Do not isolate yourself. If possible, no matter how introverted you are, like, there's always people who want to be friends with you, and please do not reject them. Like, I've seen some of quotes saying that introverts make better friends with extroverts. Like, the extroverts will be the one that support and protect the introverts, and that's very cute actually. So I guess, yeah, just find someone that clicks well with you, or even if they don't, just be friends with everyone, because you never know how they will affect you in your life. Okay, and then third, do not worry too much, just go with the flow, because we're still young, we're still in the learning process. I don't know, I think I've said this like 10 times already, we're still in the learning process. So when not lastly, okay, the fourth point is know when to care for yourself. Like I said just now, if you feel very tired and very overwhelmed by everything, just stop doing what you want, try to take a break. You can just instead of going out, you can just simply just simply log into your Netflix, or watch movies, watch YouTube. That will be fulfilling for you as well. Do anything that makes you happy. Yeah, keep your interest in check. So this one is just a guideline for you to know what kind of things that you want to be involved with, and the things that you are the things that can help you to improve better, something like that. And then remember the 5 B's. First is to be brave. Secondly, to be proud of yourself. Third, be kind to everyone, including yourself. Okay. And then fourth, be passionate. And lastly, be adventurous. Okay. So that is all from me. I want to say thank you so much. And these are my social media account. If you want to keep in touch with me, be friends with me, just hit me up. And yeah, I think that's all for my presentation today. Thank you for your attention, and thank you for your energy. I really appreciate that all of you are here with me today.
Okay, thank you so much, Fatima, for your super insightful session, because I feel so relate with your session, and I get so much insights how to face my college life, and also you share
Yes, you share about your experience, and also it's really encouraged me and all the participants here how to face the university life. And also, guys, this is the question and answer session. Maybe if you guys want to,
Your experience. We go to the next. Who wants to? Okay. Am I audible? Okay, seems.
oh my God, are you lagging, Laura?
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
it's clear now.
Okay, so we go to the next session, which is the Q&A session. So for those of you who wants to ask some question about Fatima presentation, or maybe you want to share with her, it's totally okay. So please raise your hand, or yeah, just unmute yourself. So come on, guys. Maybe once. Okay, Sarah. Okay. Wow. Oh, that's cool. Oh my God. Okay. Since they are so excited about your
There's a
session.
lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe the first question to Sarah. Sarah Sayu, could you unmute yourself and ask your questions, please?
So thank you for the opportunity. Is my sound audible?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, my name is Saras and I'm from batch 2021. Thank you for the opportunity. So actually, I would like to ask your opinion, Kak. To keep your our opportunities is that we need to keep making friends. But as a freshman now, we're doing everything virtually. So how do we start a conversation, or how do we make friends virtually? Thank you, Kak.
Okay, thank you so much. That's a really great question. Yeah, because we are all in university right now. So let me address you, Saras. So yeah, like I said, I what I shared to you guys just now is mostly before COVID and everything, right? So during for current situation, I think that one of the way that you guys can mingle around with your friends is that, you know, just like what I did is that I have a Discord channel. If you know what Discord is, it's an app where you guys can mingle. It's usually used by gamers to, you know, stream games among themselves and everything. But I think Discord has been very popular since the pandemic, and we usually hang around in our channel. Usually I just if you it's better if you mingle around with your, maybe if you have a university project, your projects in your subjects and everything, mostly you'll be working with your teammates. So I think to make it easier for you guys to mingle around is to blend in with your teammates first. Like, you know, when you have meeting for your project and everything, just make it very fun for you guys, not just talking about work, not just talking about the assignments. Just, you know, if you feel like you want to hang around, just ask them, okay guys, well, how about we play some games in the Discord and everything. You know, that's just one of the way that you can try to figure out on how to mingle around and find someone that is that have the same interest as you as well. Like I said just now, maybe you guys love to listen to the same music. Maybe like and also you can use your social media. Like, you know, if you love to do something, right, you can share it on your stories as well. Like people who have the same interest with you might reply to your story, and you know, you guys can be friends from there. And same goes to you as well. If you see like someone is listening to the same song as you're listening, or play the same game like you, just try to be friends with them virtually. That's how people do make friends virtually usually. Yeah, because it's hard for us to see each other. So finding something mutual is one of the way. Okay, I hope I answered your question, Saras.
Yes, it's very cool, Kak. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, thank you so much, Saras, and thank you so much, Fatima, for the really great answer. Next, maybe we have Werna. Could you unmute yourself to ask your questions?
Okay, thank you so much for the opportunity. At first, let me introduce myself. I'm Werna from Chemical Engineering Batch 2021. Before I ask for the question, maybe I'll tell the situation at first. So, actually, I'm still unsure about myself. Like I don't know. My real traits and weakness are what kind of opportunity actually I can get. So because I just don't know that crucial things, I become flat, live my life without any improvement, especially my college life. This was like bound to know my more potential. So what do you think, and what things I have to do actually? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rena. You guys are really serious about this, right? And actually that kind of question actually moves me a lot as well, because I was, yeah, at some point I was like you as well. I feel like I have nothing to give, nothing to share with people, nothing to do. And at some point I feel like my life is boring. But I wouldn't say the same to you. Like I would say your life is boring, but this would actually happen to me. So to feel something, um, I usually push myself to not be in the same situation. Like I said, when I tried seeking for opportunities, because okay, let me just share you like a simple story. I came from foundation in University Malaya, and now I'm currently in University Kebangsaan Malaysia in for my degree. So I've these are the two different universities, and I can see like how the programs and also how the students handled the program in these two universities, and I can see like the platforms the universities have for us. So I'm not gonna say that UKM hasn't provided me with very much platform, but I just say that I would say that the platform I have during my degree is not up to my interest. So what I did was I kept looking for something that I really want to do, which is one of the thing is that the volunteering project, and that is what I search by my own in Instagram. Like it's usually you can find uh usually you should what you can do is you find the organization that fits your preferences. Maybe how do I say this, like you can it's for current situation, all these things you can actually find in on the internet. So if you want to be a part of something, just try to look for it, Google it, and even ask your seniors and also your friends who not just from university but also maybe your high school friends who you've seen in the Instagram stories or in their post, like they joined anything, like just ask them, okay, how do you join this, how do you be a part of this thing. So basically that's what I did. Like I asked my friends whether they know that if there are any organization out there that I can join. So yeah, those are the things that I did. I hope I answered your question.
Okay, thank you so much, guys.
Okay,
Really answer my
Werna. Okay.
question.
Thank you, Werna.
Okay, thank you so much, Verna, for the great question. And thank you so much, Fatima, for answering. So we move to the next question from Putri Aziza. Can you please unmute yourself?
All right, thanks for the opportunities, Kahaura. Before that, hello, good morning, Aka Fatima. Nice to meet you.
Good morning. Hi. Nice to meet
Actually,
you
I
too,
want to
Putri.
ask. Yeah, actually, I want to ask simple some questions. Before that, my name is Putri Aziza. Everyone's call me Putza. And my question is, I just saw the statement about improving ourselves that we need to go out from our comfort zone, right? And I would like to know what is your opinion how to break through your comfort zone. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Do you guys remember my final slide just now? My personal advice, like the 5 P's. Let me share it again. So, from this, you can see there are 5 P's: to be brave, be proud of yourself, be kind to everyone, be passionate, and be adventurous. I would say that 5 of these things are actually the things that encourage me to go out of my comfort zone, because first you have to be brave, because if you don't want to take the risk, then you cannot find a way to get out of the comfort zone. And then secondly, you have to be passionate. For me, like, the passion is something that is the essential thing that can drive you to be whatever you want. Because if you have the passion, of course you find a way to get through it. Of course you find a way to how you get to seize your goal. So by having the passion is essential. So it always reminds you that, for example, it always when you have a hardship, but also you have that passion and interest and courage for something, it will help you to not give up easily on those things. So by having the passion also can get you through all these situations, the hardships and everything, because like, when you have actually managed to do something that you like, that is when you feel very fulfilled and very satisfied with yourself, despite all the hardships that you went through. And also, being adventurous is also important. Like I said, we have to take the risk to explore ourselves. And I don't think there's any wrong with taking the risk, because at the end of the day, anything that you've encountered in the journey is the things that you can apply in your life, like the things that will teach you on how to be a better person. And it's unnecessarily is going to be bad for you, because life doesn't always have to be good, and life doesn't always have to be bad. It's just a matter of how you appreciate the journey and how you take care of yourself and how you carry yourself through the journey. Yeah, so that's what I can say. And also, if you want to get out of your comfort zone, you don't have to worry too much. Just try it. Like me, if I were given a position or anything, I just accept it, and then I say to myself, I'll try my best first. If I cannot do it, then if I really cannot do it, then that's the time when I learn how to stop. But do not discourage yourself at the very first moment. Yeah, just go for it, and go with the flow and enjoy the life, enjoy the journey. So that's it from me. Okay, Puzza.
Great answer. Thank you, Akak Fatima.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, thank you so much for the question, Putri, and also Fatima for the answer. Okay, so maybe we go to the next question, but I guess unfortunately this may be the last question because we have the limited duration. So maybe for the rest of them, can they contact you personally in social media or something?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so maybe Anissa Reza, could you unmute yourself to deliver the question?
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. Please let me introduce myself first. My name is Anissa Reza Junita. You can call me Reza. And my question is, you already mentioned several times before that it's okay to take a break and it's nothing wrong with taking a break, but sometimes it feels so wrong because you don't know whether you are procrastinate or just lazy to do your task, or you are taking a break. So how to differentiate between two of them? Thank you.
I see. Okay. This is a tough question. Okay, actually, for me, how do you get to get to differentiate the two things, whether you are procrastinating or you are taking a break, is you can see your face when you're doing something. Like, okay, for example, you have an assignment and you have your due coming, and then maybe like for the whole week you have been working really hard to finish the assignment, and then by the end of the day you manage to do it. I mean you've been working really hard, like so hard, like you can even watch Netflix, or you can even go on social media. You just keep on working on that particular thing until you manage to finish it on time and submit it. And then after that, that that's what the sweetness of it comes, when you have finished all your work. And then that's the and after that is the part where you can take a break and have some rest, and just to reward yourself for managing to actually do to finish your responsibility as a student. So anything as a student, or your from your organization projects and everything. Yeah, that's what I meant by taking a break. It's just after you've done a very long or very hard task. Yeah, it's important for you to take a break so that you won't feel like it will be stressful if you keep continuing on working all the time. So after you've put very huge effort on something, there's no wrong if you want to take a break. But for the procrastinating part, I think it's easy for you to differentiate, because if you're for the procrastinating part, you can say that, oh my god, this is hard. But okay, let me just you know that your due is coming tonight, but you still haven't worked on it. Maybe like you still mingle around, just having fun, sitting around doing nothing, and not even trying to put any effort on it. Yeah, that's not how you take a break. That is just pure lazy and procrastinating, because like, and then at the end of the day, when you're really close to the due time, you feel stressed. You feel stressed. You feel burdened, because you've been all the for the whole day you've been procrastinating your work, and suddenly you want to start at night. And at that moment, what if something happened? What if there's an emergency? What if you have to go somewhere at the moment, and then you can't even finish your work? So that's how you differentiate between procrastinating and also taking a break. Yeah, so I hope I answered your question. Yeah, that's what I can put into words on differentiating procrastinating and taking a break. Yeah.
Yes, it's a really great answer. Thank you for the
Okay,
answer.
thank you.
Okay, cool, Reza, for the question, and also Fatima. And maybe that already Hara explained before, that this is the last question. And thank you so much once again to Fatima. It's a great session. It's very, very motivate us and encourage us for this journey in our university's life. And I would like to have some up a little bit summarize about her Fatima materials about we should to be uh, fulfill our potential, like we have to utilize our brain potential, our potential of our body, and also we have to be adventurous, be brave, and also we just be a dreamer about something that we want, and also fake it till make it. Maybe this is the sum up about her materials. And once again, thank you so much, Fatima. If you have any activities outside, and maybe you could continue it. And thanks so much for this having great session.
Thank you so much for having me too. I'm really honored and I'm really happy to be able to share my experience with you guys. Okay, and all the best for all of you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a good day, Fatima.
And have a
I hope we will meet
Bye.
again someday.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Oh.
Okay.
Thank you so much, guys, once again that you already participated actively in previous session. And don't forget, guys, to be give more appreciation of your friends and more active again. And we have to make like the point of rector, right? We have should be like a family like that. And you should to give your friends, if your friend having a question or giving or sharing their opinion, you should to give her appreciation of it.
Yeah, true. Maybe just a simple thing like a sweet comments on the chat box or reaction, that would be very great and very impact for your friends. Okay, so let's jump to the next agenda. Since you are so excited, I see a lot of excitement from the freshmen today, and I'm so glad for that. But before you guys or we move to the next session, which is the second speaker, we want to have a nice breaking first to make you more enjoy, and also maybe refresh your brain and um, recharge your energy and spirit. So what are we going to, Tori?
Okay, this is very fun ice breaking, guys. We have a tongue twister about like you. It's very hard. I think that maybe the committee could share the presentation first. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, guys, this ice breaking is a tongue twister.
But I would like to remind you guys about filling the present form at the following link on the chat box. So don't forget to fill it because you have attended this session, and it will be wasting if you are not filling the form. So maybe you can continue, Tor.
Okay, don't forget, you guys, to fill the form, the present form. And next we have an ice breaking. Yay! Hope you guys like giving a emotional like the reaction about how excited you are to do an ice breaking, guys. Could you like okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so
Okay,
much,
maybe
Nessa.
I would like to know the rule. What is the rule, however, for tongue twister itself?
Okay, so the rules are, the first is each group sends one person or one volunteer to participate in the tongue twister game. In each, I mean, like we have like 5 rounds, and each round we have 3 groups to like battle, and then each group must send the one person to participate, and each tongue and then the selection of groups that will play each game session based on the random picker. So we will random it later. And then the last is the winner in each game session will be determined by the committee. Okay, so maybe we can start the random picker.
Okay, are you guys ready, guys? Could you chat on the chat below? Like, yes, we are ready to tongue twisters game. Like that.
And for this session, it's totally okay if you want to unmute your
Yeah.
mic. It's totally okay.
This is a fun
It will be
session.
very
Guys.
fun.
You don't have to be like focus all the time. This is like just stretching or take a break, or maybe you could having some drink like that. Okay, are you ready, guys?
Okay, maybe we can spin it.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, the first group is PMAA. Okay, maybe PMAA can decide who will be the tongue twister participants. Next group. Okay, PA. Okay, maybe could decide again. Okay, next. Okay, and PSU. Okay, those group who are like, I don't remember the previous group. Like,
I remember PMA, and then PI and PSU. So please give or send your volunteer. Maybe you can raise your hand or unmute yourself. We can maybe start from PMMA.
yeah. Who will be the volunteer, guys?
Who will be the volunteer? Come on, guys. To make it fast, I guess we should. Okay. Okay, I guess to make it fast, you can directly send it.
PMAA, we're ready. Okay, maybe
bentar, sorry. Wait for a minute, Mas.
Oh,
okay. Okay, sure.
Sure.
Maybe for the PI,
PI,
do you already have the volunteer? Oh, I saw PI. I see PI has Erica, and then Ethan, and then Fatvin, and then Kevin, and then Matthew. Yeah, also.
You remember, Haura? Wow, cool. Okay, maybe go find the PI members, Haura.
Okay, if there's the volunteer, or I just randomly pick.
Oh, okay, maybe you could randomly play.
Okay, because no one answered, yeah. Okay, so I pick Ethan. Okay, for PI is Ethan.
And the last group is?
The last is PSU. PSU. We have Abidan, and then Amaraisha, Imam, Muhammad Yusuf, Salsa, and Sinta. So who will be the volunteer? Okay. So guys. Okay, I guess no one answer. Maybe you can just start it.
Oh, okay, cool. PSU. For okay, Abid.
Oh, Abid. Okay, Abid. Okay, so for PSU Abid, and then for the
Ethan and also Rizal, could you be present like
maybe the committee, could you help to
spotlight?
Spotlight.
Spotlight Ethan, Abid, and Rizal Nur.
Ethan, Abid, and Rizal Nur. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Rizal Nur from PMAA. PMMA.
Okay, for PMAA.
Okay.
MMA. Where's the result? Oh, okay, cool.
Right here.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So
okay, Haura.
okay, so we should start from what group?
Maybe PMAA. PMAA.
Okay, PMAA. So result, time is yours.
We read this sentence, yeah?
Yes, true.
Oh, yes. Through three trees, three free fleas flew. Well, this fleas flew, breezy breeze blew, breezy breeze made these trees three freeze.
Wow.
Maybe can we repeat one again to make the clear assessment?
Okay.
Assessment of the committee.
Or more, maybe you could be faster, like two, three, like that.
Oh, yes, yes. Through three cheese, three free fleece flew, well this fleece flew, freezy breeze blew. Freezy breeze made this trees freeze.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Cool. Thank you so much, Rizal. That's very great. Honestly, okay. Maybe we go to the next group from PI. Okay, Evan, please.
Okay. First of all, I'm not good at this, but maybe I can try.
That's okay.
Third,
That's totally
three cheese trees, three free freeze flew, while this flea flew, freezy breeze blew, freezy breeze made these three trees freeze.
okay. That's great.
Great.
Okay, thank you so much,
Ethan.
Evan. And then for the last is from PSU, Abidian.
Okay, let me try. Through three cheese, three. Through three cheese trees, three free fleece flew. While this fleece flew, freezy breeze blew. Freezy breeze made this three trees fleece.
Okay, maybe could you repeat, because it would be more faster and like a full sentence, like more clearly. Could you Abi?
Through three cheese, three fleece flew. While this fleece flew, freezy breeze blew. Freezy breeze made this three trees freeze.
Wow, cool.
Wow, cool.
Good. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, for the.
Okay, thank you so much, guys, for participate in first game in Tongue Twister Run 1. And maybe we could determine who will the winner, Haura? Maybe the committee could you
Okay,
send
maybe.
us who are send us the name will be the winner. Or before we going to the round 2, yeah, maybe could the committee send who will be the winner, guys?
Okay, but I guess we have a limited time, so unfortunately we just have the first round, and we will decide about the winner. So ding 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 ding. Maybe we need a time, guys.
We just only have one round because I know it's very excitement game, right? Like. Okay, true. I agree with our choices and also the committee. So the winner for the tongue twister run was.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please. Ding, 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 ding. PMMA, congratulations. Okay.
Congratulations. Just say congrats, guys, in the comments below. Yay.
Yeah, I'm so happy and my group. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. And also Ethan and Abid, you were very good too. And thank you so much already participate in tongue twister games, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So let's jump to the next session. So what's next, Thor? Okay, maybe you can tell us what's next.
Okay, this is the next session as we have another great session with the top-notch speakers, and we want to talking about the networking and also the relation itself in the professional career that will be bring by Yamaya. Before that, I would like to read about the personal description of Yamaya first. Okay. Yamaya Subadev is a chemical engineering student of the University of Malaya. Previously, she studied chemical engineering diploma at the University of Kuala Lumpur. She has a very excellent achievements and activities. Her achievements were as a Miss Congeniality at MTUIS 2020, and she got a dual-listed diploma in bioprocess chemical engineering with above of 3.8 on in CGPA, and also she could speak 4 languages like Malaysian, English, Tamil, and Mandarin. And she has many activities and organizations experience like being a manager and head of Moderate Women of Essence Empowerment Program by the Pioneer and also as advisor of Let's Help NGO Mauritius Malaysia 2021. And there is a lot of dozen other activities relating with the leadership and also the voluntary. Are the Yamaya already joining with us today? Hello, Maya.
Yes, I'm here. I'm listening. Am I audible? Yeah. All right.
How's life today, Maya? Is it good?
Life is good. Life is good. I'm very excited for today's session, especially to meet to all university Sebelas Marit freshmen, right? Yeah, I hope I pronounce it right. Hello, everyone.
Okay, maybe everyone is very like interesting and very can't wait to hear about your presentation. Without any further ado, the stage is yours, Maya.
Thank you, and thank you so much, Tariq and Hara, for the wonderful introduction about me. In fact, you guys have explained everything. Please allow me to present my screen. Okay, how shall I put this? Okay. Okay, are you able to see my screen right now?
Yes.
Yeah,
Great.
so yeah, all right, all good. Okay, hello everyone. By the way, my name is Yamaya Sivadev, and easy to be called as Maya. You can just pronounce my name as Maya, M-A-A-Y-A. And today we will be talking full about personal networking, personal professionalism. So just before I begin, may I know if anyone have any idea upfront what is personal professionalism? Let's have some comments coming in. How do I view the...
Is there any problem, Maya?
I can't view the chat box actually. How do I actually view the chat box?
Oh, okay.
Okay, no problem. It's okay. If there's any comments coming in, could you help me to read it?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, sure. Okay, thank you. Okay, moving forward, if you guys just throughout the session before we begin, if you have any questions to ask, you may scan this QR code and line out any opinion, any feedbacks, or anything you would love to share about. You can drop it through this Mentimeter link that I've put. So your name would remain anonymous to here. Okay, so allow me to move on. Now, this is a little about me. I believe Tariq have already introduced about me. I'm currently pursuing my 3rd year in bachelor degree with honors in chemical engineering of University Malaya. And I'm currently holding a post as the head of event manager of Society of Petroleum Engineering UM student chapter. And this is an international organization that connects engineering and non-engineering student career. I mean, university student as well as those who have graduated. I also manage my very own home tuition service called as Maya's Home Tuition. Part-time, I'm also an MC, I'm a model, and I'm also a talent. That means I do take up commercials and acting as a part-time thing. I have experience practicing 1.5 year of internship in Kota Pharma and Sendirian Berhad. This is a pharmaceutical company, which we have also have franchise in Indonesia. If I'm not too sure if anybody have been using this thing, Apaton, this vitamin. If ever you have seen it, then this is the company. I have took up many part-time works in fashion retails and F&B, and have also volunteered for various charitable works regularly. I love listening to song, dancing, and traveling during my leisure time. In fact, even if it's a small state-to-state travel, I would love it. And as a sport, I love playing fencing, and I have represented in several national and international competition as an amateur athlete.
So moving next, this is my education. I believe Tariq have introduced. My high school, I studied in SMK Infant Jesus Convent, Malacca. My pre-university was, I did diploma bioprocess in chemical engineering from 2015 to 2018, and currently I'm pursuing my bachelor degree. Okay, now moving forward to today's session, let's look at the main problem that we are confronting in the career field. So this is what being said by Jim Bling from Randstad North America. He has mentioned that adaptability, problem solving, creativity, influence, drive, empathy, and collaboration. What I have observed is that those things aren't being practiced by college graduates. And this is being said when he was asked what is the main problem with the current undergraduates who have just graduated and come up to look for their career. What is the main problem with them? So today we are going to talk solely into adaptability, influence, drive, empathy, and collaboration. Now, problem solving and creativity, this comes along the way with academic and non-academic skills. So I will be focusing more into non-academic skills that you should have garnered throughout this university session, university period while you pursued your study these 4 years, 4 to 5 years in your university before you step out there to get into your career. Okay, now this is the statistic that is being shown by Cengage or Morning Consult, a 2018 survey of that was being done with more than 650 employees. And it was mentioned that in the question, how would you describe the process of finding qualified applicants whom your organization values? And that have put into some 73% percentage. That means it's very or somewhat very difficult. And let's look at the breakdown. When they were questioned on critical thinking skills, it was rated that 64% was really hard. You know, when it came to skills like critical thinking, listening skills was rated at 55%. Communication skills were rated at 54%, and interpersonal skills were 55%. So if you could see the leverage, this is not even lesser than 50%. That shows how critical is your soft skills is and your personal professionalism is. All right. So far, up to share any questions? Tariq, is there any questions from the participants up to now in the commentary? No, so far. All right. Okay. Okay, personal professionalism. I asked this upfront, but I would really appreciate if all of you could just tell me something that you know. What is personal professionalism about? It can be your perspective too. You can just plunge it in the commentary. I try to come into the comment box and see. Maybe I should stop sharing for a moment.
Okay, guys, maybe you can share your opinions about what is personal professionalism with your perspective. Maybe you can unmute yourself or just type in the chat box, please.
Yes, please.
Yes. Before we begin, let's just see what's your rough idea about it. There is no right and wrong. I think it's
okay. There is one, Maya, in the chat box.
Yeah, by PSU Abid. I hope I pronounced your name right. I think it's our ability to control ourselves. That's true. That's true. That falls a part of it. Okay, let's move forward about knowing further into what is personal professionalism is all about. Okay, now first, it is true what Abid have mentioned. It's about controlling ourselves. But most of the time, professionalism is always being judged that having to know, having knowledge. But it's something more than that, actually. It's something not just about knowledge. It's also about our attitude, the values, and our conduct, how we carry ourselves overall in anything that we do. Okay? Moving forward, professional values have many facets, and today we are just going to talk about the three prominent categories, which are etiquette and ethics, soft skill, and communication. Now, when you look into communication, Communication actually falls into the subcategory of soft skill, but I have separately put it outside as a separate category itself after looking into several articles, of course, and to see how important it is communication actually devote into your career life, into your personal professionalism as a person, as an individual. Now, professionalism is how you interact as well as what you produce interacting with others in an appropriate manner, appropriate and respectful manner, communicating clearly, courteously, and consciously alongside with outstanding interpersonal skills to be a professional individual. That means this is just like what Abid have mentioned, is to having a sense of control in yourself, to instill positive value as you carry yourself, and to speak and to understand a person while you act professionally. So how is this being conducted? We will look it into the subcategories shortly. Now, why do we need to have internalized professionalism, which also means personal professionalism? It's basically the sole purpose is to be efficient, self-efficacy, to have self-worth. When you are professional, when you carry yourself in such a positive manner, in such a positive aptitude, everybody likes you, and you are easily being liked by everyone. Everyone can communicate, can connect with you, and that makes communication easier. That makes anything that you want to do easier, and that leads to the next, which will be accomplishment. You are able to accomplish whatever you would like to do at that particular time, or maybe in terms of your future goals, everything. Internalized professionalism is to be practiced from the start and towards infinity, I would say, until the end of our breath, because we are connecting and dealing with humans in our daily life. So it is very important to practice internalized professionalism. And of course, achievement and confidence come alongside. When you are practicing positive attitude, when you are practicing internalized professionalism, that is when you're very confident. You are able to carry yourself easily amongst the crowd, and you don't have to think about what others will be commenting about you and so forth. Okay, moving forward. So this is my personal experience about why actually I decided to talk about personal professionalism in this session. And I'm going to share with you a little bit of what happened to me. So could anybody rather tell me, maybe just unmute your mic, guys, and just tell me, what does this picture explain to you? Anyone from the floor?
You're being yelled at.
Yes, being yelled at. Yeah, somewhat. Any more? Thank you so much. May I know who is that? Your name, please.
It's pronounced Abid as
Abid
written.
Okay, Abid, thank you so much. Can I have other freshmen to speak alongside?
Yes, cool, Abid. Maybe the others. How about the others? They just share your opinions.
Yes, true. Just share.
I'm seeing Fatini, Intan here, and Mutiara, is it? Yeah. Any of you girls would like to try? What does the picture explains to you? What does it tell? What the personal experience that I have actually endured? Any idea?
Maybe Sarah Sayu, you can explain your opinion directly.
So allow me to introduce myself. My name is Saras, and I think that this picture, it's like shouting.
It's like shouting.
This woman is shouting to maybe someone or something.
Yes, it is indeed. So actually, all right, how can I move it here? Okay, so what actually happened was throughout that yelling, I would rather say this person that I have experience with was during my part-time working time. All right, I did took up few part-time works that I've mentioned, and while I was working, This particular someone had some personal vengeance against me, and I don't know why. So she started gossiping, and she spoke with a very harsh tone without consideration, and sometimes yell at me like this. She yelled instead of calling my name in a very, in a polite manner. So she had a thing against me. And what happened is that when we were grouped to ask to complete our task in one of our event in our company, this is what happened. I kind of have an affected relationship with her, despite having to work in a team to achieve the same goal, to achieve the particular goal, we couldn't communicate very well, because she have put that intense image. She have ruined it by doing such thing. Despite we have communicate and solve it, I try to, I can't be myself in front of her. I try to not communicate so much. So this has kind of affected my relationship with her. So I would like to know, any one of you here have already experienced this, which I believe, yes, most of us are, but would you like to share over here? Anyone? It would be great, we could just exchange our experience.
Anyone, guys, that you want to share your experience?
Anyone have yelled to you, and for reasons that you can't be certain what is it, and you are still trying to ask yourself why, and it has affected your friendship or and whatnot. It doesn't have to be work. It could be within you, your friends, or your personal things. Have you ever endured such thing? Come on, guys.
Come on, guys. Maybe you can share your experience with Maya, because Maya would like to have an interaction with you. True, Maya? Okay, maybe Abidian, can you share your experience? Maybe you have an experience about it.
It could be this, or it can be anything related. You have your personal one you would like to share here.
I'm not sure because when we're asked to tell something, we can really remember, like but I think I often had problem where uh, I can become my true self when around new people like that, because yeah, we still don't know each other well, so we kind of what is it, like be the good person, but we're not becoming our true self, and that's kind of sad in my opinion.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think that is one of, I would rather say that's also quite a challenging personal experience, which all of us at some point of time we do experience it when we meet a new person. We always ask ourselves, can I be like this to her, or can I speak like this to her, right? So this kind of thing.
Yes, this kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah. So at most of the time, many people, right? Actually, to have that doubt is also important, because you are actually being considerate with the other person. So at some point of time, some of them don't really know how to open up themselves, or how to be very courteous when they're trying to open up themselves. Yeah, where others, they are not really sure whether others would accept them or not. So this makes it tough for them to connect with the second party. All right, so that we will come along the way. We will share and communicate about that along the way. Thank you so much, Abid, for sharing on your experience. Now, the next thing that have happened to me was something regarded about false promises. So what really happened is that I'm actually okay about false promises not related to anything that is serious. But when it's something serious regarding about job, work, assignment, university assignment, I am really picky about it, which I believe many of you here would rather have experienced this eventually. You can later share, all right? So what happened to me at one point of time is that I had this friend when I was pursuing diploma. We don't get to choose our teammates. our course mates, we were asked to actually work with the group mates that our lecturer have assigned us to, which I like it because it brings diversity. But what happened is that one of them he promised us that he would make arrangement to do this particular stuff that is required for the assignment. It's something regarding about a project presentation. So he was entitled to that task, and he wanted to do. There was one particular thing that would require him to help us throughout, and he did promise, and he did promise to a certain point of time. But what happened is that he failed on it. He did not even had the courtesy to inform to any one of us, and we were following up with him like none other. And towards the end, he comes and tells that, I've not done it. So this is why I put this gun picture, because it could really kill a person, kill many people with false promises. So what happened is that corresponding team, whenever I was being grouped with him to do any task, I personally or my friends personally, we go and approach our lecturers to change our team members. The reason is because untrustworthy. These are the things that you are going to deal with in your university life, or maybe in your career, your work. It eventually happens. You will meet people like this, but I'm just going to say one thing. Please do not practice false promises, especially when it comes to important things, be it in a group assignment, in things that you are supposed to deliver and to achieve a goal together. Do not do it. Well, false promises also happen a lot in relationships. I'm not going to go to that. That's your personal relationships, yeah. But we can have a chit chat about it towards the end, yeah. Please do share experience because I like it. I'm just, I would say, rather just a little senior than you by age, but I think we are all the same. We go through the same phase of life. So I'm looking forward to actually exchange experiences with all of you. All right. The next thing is about, bad teamwork in achieving a goal. So as you can see, I did involve myself in many activities in university. So these are the things I wouldn't really specify which group tasks that I experienced it, but I would say quite a number of times during school, during my diploma, and now during degree. But I would rather say during degree, maybe because of the long term of indulging in many activities, I'm able to really handle this kind of issues. But these are the issues that I kind of find very annoying, because once we are devoted to work in a team and there is one or two members who are not really having a strong teamwork. When I call teamwork here, it's not just about finishing your task and saying goodbye, I'm done, I'm not going to do anything else more to achieve the goal. It's not like that. But you will have a lot of them like that. One who doesn't do the job and you require to push them like no other. Second, you will have one person who would just do his or her job and not willing to help the others. So I would say both of these falls into the same category. Both of these are bad team workers. Having to work in a team is just not about finishing your task. It's about ensuring that everyone in the group are able to complete their task and you are having a strong cooperation in it. But unfortunately, in this particular one event, it led to such a way where I had to individually handle all the tasks to make sure the goal is being achieved. But towards the end of the day, yes, I achieved the goal. Yes, we run the event that we were supposed to organize. But one thing is that I'm sad that my teammates did not gain as much experience I did. I'm also sad that I was given so much of pressure to handle. But the good thing about this thing is that I have learned about people, and I've learned that I should be more analytical before I choose my teamwork. So how did I manage all this? We will go on later, step by step, in terms of our subcategory: etiquette, ethics, soft skill, and communication. Okay, this is just a short video, and I want you guys to observe and watch carefully. Before that, can you hear my audio?
Yes, it's
Yes.
clear.
Okay.
But it's too low, maybe the volume.
Did you say 531? Oh, 931?
Maya, sorry, it's very low. The volume is the sound is very low. Could you make it higher? Or have you shared the sound before you share the screen, Maya?
Yes, I did, but let me just stop and share again.
It's very low.
Okay, I apologize. One more time.
So you just need to change your batteries.
Are you able to hear?
Oh,
You're
okay.
stuck here till 9 o'clock at night.
Oh man, you missed it, didn't you?
I know.
Yes, can you please speak a little louder?
Cousin
I
told me
can't
all
hear
about it.
you.
Oh, your cousin told you. But that's nothing.
Did
man.
you
heard
say-
about
I don't want to talk about
Five
it, because I'm
3-1?
going to get all
Ah.
upset.
Oh man, you heard about
Oh,
the fitness.
931?
Of course I taped it. I always tape it, man.
Yeah. You got to bring it.
May I please put you on hold for just one moment?
I know.
Thank you.
I know.
Pure
And I heard the fifth
poetry.
inning was
Guys,
crazy.
can you please lower your voices? I'm on the phone with a patient. Thank you.
Jeez, what's her problem?
You know how it is.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you for holding, Mrs. Jones.
4 to 3.
4 to 3.
Yes, can you repeat your address one more time? And I'll enter that for you in the system right away.
Expect him to knock it out of the park. I mean, the guy has been on the bench the whole
Thank you very much.
knocks it out.
I
of
know.
the park.
I know.
Have a nice
I know.
day.
Enough already.
Bye-bye.
So bring me the video.
Yeah, I can bring it.
I'm here till I don't know, like 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Okay, I take the
Yeah.
morning shift, so you're gonna have to. Should I just drop it off at your desk or something like that?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. That's what works
Yeah,
for
you
you.
can give it to. Hey, what's up?
Fellas, please. This is the second time this week that you've had a lot of conversation while I'm on the phone with a patient. I'm not trying to bust your chops, but I'd really like to do my work. So I would really, really appreciate it if you could take it down a notch or maybe go outside next time.
Sure.
Thanks. I knew you'd understand.
Okay, so in regard to this video, let's hear your opinion. What can you understand from this entire scene? You can drop it on the chat box, you can unmute your mic, but I would really prefer to hear from all of you. What do you actually understand from the previous act?
Okay, guys. Okay, there is someone raised hand. Maybe you could unmute yourself.
Okay, thank you for the change. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nabila Alisian Asher. I think there is two men who debate or discussion about something, even though there is a woman who talking in her phone. So I think it is very unpolite.
Yeah, it's very unpolite. Thank you so much, Nabila. So if you could see that something about something unethical, right? The person was actually crossing. In fact, she have already told them to lower down their voice, and eventually after some time they even was there, they did not even move their location, and they were still communicating loudly when she was on an important conversation. So all of this happened, all of these are actually parts of our personal professionalism. Thank you so much, Nabila, for responding. Maybe let us hear from more. I'm seeing PO Sarah Sayu, Abid have answered, Nabila have answered. Can I have more of you? What do you identify, or all of you agree to what Nabila said?
Okay, there's someone, Sarah Sayu.
Sure.
Maybe you could unmute yourself.
So I agree with Nabila. It is unpolite and unethical. I'm sorry if it's quite noisy here. And one thing that I want to highlight is that the woman just now handled the problem with a cold head. So she didn't yell at them, but she remind them nicely.
Yes. Thank you so much, Sarah Sayu. And indeed, as both Sarah Sayu and Nabila said, It was first an unethical approach of the two gent, not understanding their acquaintance who is working, I mean their colleague. And second, what Sarah Sayu have mentioned, that women, despite it having that particular time, that situation, she still handled the situation in a very cool manner. So that is where we can see professionalism is being implemented. And towards the end, actually, the friends have also acted professionally by not defying or defending what their colleagues are saying in a rude manner. They was like, okay, the next time I would go away, or agree to what she said, will not distract her communication next time by doing as what she requested for. Okay. So let's move on to the next slide to understand more in depth what are ethics and etiquette all about. Just give me a moment, guys. Okay, so today we are going to talk about the subcategory etiquette. So etiquette is all about good behavior, which distinguishes human beings from animals. So it's about our morality, our behavior that we practice that makes us different from another creature, that makes us as a human. When we say we are human, we preach humanity, is with good behaviors. Okay, and etiquette is all about to behave in a socially responsible way. And examples of etiquette that we could see are social etiquette, corporate etiquette, eating etiquettes, and whatnot. So what are the needs for etiquette? Etiquette really makes you a cultured individual who leaves his mark wherever he goes. He teaches you the way to talk, walk, and most importantly, behave in the society. Now, it is essential for an everlasting first impression. When you carry yourself in a very good manner, when you carry yourself in a very positive manner, be it in your communication, be it in the way you dress, be it in the way you speak to a person, all of this give you an everlasting first impression. And first impression is very, very important, especially when you're walking in to get your first job, when you're looking forward to sit into your first job, your first interview in near future, which I believe in another 2 to 3 years or 4 years from now for all of you. It's very important for us to practice our first impression by carrying ourselves positively. And by creating an everlasting positive first impression, you make everyone around you very comfortable. And that is when people start to label you in a very positive manner, that is when you have really achieved a good integrity, and by understanding that people really love you, by personal professionalism. And etiquette enables the individual to earn respect and appreciate in a society, inculcates a feeling of trust and loyalty in the individual, and helps an individual to value relationships. Now, all of these are some things that come along. It's a thing that you practice when you preach positivity, when you preach the right thing, when you preach of being loyal, of being trustworthy. That is when you gain respect. You're doing your work with integrity, and any work that you do is achievable. Anything that you desire to achieve in your life, you are able to do it with personal professionalism. And the first part is to preach etiquette, a very good etiquette wherever you go. Okay, first let's look into the type. It was already mentioned in the example. Now let's look into social etiquette. Can anybody here tell me what are social etiquettes about? There is no right and wrong about etiquette. It's all about your perspective, to be honest. So you could really share with me what do you understand about social etiquette?
Okay, guys, I want to share your opinion.
Not the same person. Someone new.
Okay, Reza, please.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. My name is Reza, and I think social etiquette is the way we behave in the society with people.
true. The way we behave with the society, with people, very true. And it's some of the small. Thank you so much, Anissa, for responding. Truly appreciate it. One of the way of social etiquette is by actually when you receive something from some people and you're trying to thank them, you send out a hand, using the right verbal action and verbal face, to actually thank and make yourself to make others who are surrounded by you at that particular moment, particular situation, to be comfortable with you. That is what we call social ethic, to practice the right morality when you are in the social area. I mean, the society. Next, we move on to corporate etiquettes. Corporate etiquettes actually, it's something really got to do with corporate working environment. I'm not going to go very detailed about this because I believe it's a long term there, but corporate etiquette does not differ very much about social ethics. It's really about how you talk to your bosses, or how you talk to your leaders, or in fact your colleagues, your acquaintances, how you deal with them when you work alongside with them. So why did I include this in this duration, in these slides, this part? I'm not going to talk further, is because corporate etiquettes have not that much of difference about how you are going to deal with your friends alongside when you're going to work with them during the assignment period. It's also going to be how you are going to practice etiquette, a good moral behavior, when you communicate yourself with the lecturers, with people who are in certain positions, or not only people in certain positions, people who may not be in your faculty, who someone who you do not know, but they are there in your university and you are confronting them. So etiquette is something that actually you practice in all dimensions, in all aspects of your life. Now, moving forward, we also have telephone etiquette. Okay, telephone etiquette is all about how you speak to person. Like just now, Sarah Sayu, Nabila, Abid, Anissa. Oh, I remember your names. Okay, I would love to remember everyone's one. This is a challenge for me. Okay, it's how that you introduce yourself. When you unmute yourself and you say, please allow me to introduce myself. Hi, my name is Anissa. When you communicate with me like that, you are actually carrying yourself very positively. So when you are answering a telephone ethics, when somebody calls and say something, don't just say like, may I know who is this directly? Or maybe you can greet them by saying, hello, hi, good evening. May I know who is this? That makes the conversation smooth. Okay. But a lot of time that I confronted my life, especially when some stranger colleagues and some of them who are, I would rather say they really want to know something urgently. They don't even greet someone. And I think that is very, very rude. And especially when you do not know that someone. It's okay if it's your friend, you know that particular person for a long time. But I think when you do not know a person and when you speak like that, that's really rude. Okay, so telephone etiquette is something that deals with practicing the right phrases or the right greeting to use when you pick up the phone call, or when you are calling or speaking to someone new, someone you are not really having a close friendship or something like that, but you need to still carry yourself positively. So telephone etiquette deals with something in regard to this. Meeting etiquette is all about how you speak to your friends, how you speak to the person who has assigned with group tasks with you. How would you disagree their opinion? How would you agree their opinion? How you could actually okay, now for instance, if let's say you someone is proposing an idea to you, maybe I'll have someone from the floor to answer this. Yeah, somebody is proposing an idea to you that he or she would like to organize an event. Let's say, let's make it a simple one, a birthday party event. Okay, this is something alongside with your friends, right? You would like to organize a birthday party, and you have a few other of new acquaintances there you really do not know, but they're sitting with you to plan out stuff there. It's going to be a grand birthday party for one of your friends that you know each other, and she or he is proposing to do a home birthday party event, and you are proposing to have like a nice place being booked, and you would love to decorate it nicely, have music and so forth. how would you disagree when it comes to this kind of meeting etiquettes? You are speaking to them directly at the table right now. Let's say, for instance, I am the one disagreeing. I'm saying no. I think it's much better for us to have a home birthday party. Now, how would you disagree in terms of that? Can we have anybody on the floor? Hara, can you choose anyone for me?
Okay, sure. Maybe who wants to be a volunteer or I just pick, guys? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, maybe I just pick. Yeah. In my screen there is Muhammad Fikri from PAA. Could you please unmute yourself to share with us?
Yes.
Okay, sure.
Yes. Okay. Muhammad Fikri. Okay, Muhammad, I hope I've pronounced your name right. Okay. How would you disagree towards your friend's opinion in a meeting? You can actually share with me anything that you want to say in regard to that.
For disagree in meeting, I think I can show with I speak, but in my opinion, I can speak, but make my friend get get confused.
Maybe Hara, can you help me to explain the last step, what Fikri has mentioned?
Okay, pardon. Maybe can I conclude that you just in well, the situation that you are not you disagree with your friends, you may speak up or just share your opinion, but in order not to make your friends not feel not comfortable. Is it true, Fikri?
Is it true, Fikri? I received that understanding as well. Yeah.
No, that's true. But yeah, I can speak give my opinion. Yeah.
Okay, you would give your opinion. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. That's true.
Sorry for the.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We are online. Yeah. I think I couldn't hear Fikri's last word just now. Okay, that's true. Yes, we will be sharing opinion and would rather we have to be very careful. I wouldn't say careful, but rather more polite when we share our opinion. We can always disagree. We can always say no to a person because we have our own idea. Yes, there is no one says that you can't disagree, or rather you can't say no, but always put your judgment. If you are saying no, I think that I don't want to celebrate his or her birthday party in a home. It's because he wouldn't like being at home of his birthday. I know him close. I think he loves to be outside. He loves to have the music. He loves to go blast it all out. So you are giving a reason for your disagreement, and that should be how it goes. But rather, you should not say something like, no, I don't think so. This idea will work at all. I don't think so. He would ever like it, but you don't give any reason about it, and you give sour faces. So these are the things that we shouldn't be actually practicing, which a lot of times you will actually meet and see these from people you are, how do I say it? You are new to. You're new to. And is this something wrong to learn from them? No. I think likewise, I told our daily life, we always meet new people, and we have to learn how to manage our etiquette with different people. And this is how we grow and we learn alongside. All right. So meeting etiquettes is all about that. And business etiquettes is rather something very much related to be ethical, to have the right etiquette when you deal with business related matter. That means do not cheat. So this may not be very relatable to some of us, but maybe I do not know. Some of you here, you are already dealing with businesses, or you are, handling your parents' business or doing some part-time work. that require your I mean, you are really kickstarting your career line, your business field, your business ventures. So these are the things that maybe you can look up to near future, and regarding about how what are the etiquette to practice is rather something to say not to practice cheating, not to cheat. Yeah, so when it comes to business related matter, so I'm not going to go very further about this, but this is just for me to introduce the type of etiquette we have. Okay, I think I'm taking up more time, so let me just speed up so that I have enough time to complete my slides. Okay, ethics is about a system of principles that helps right from wrong, good from bad. So from bad. Etiquette and ethics actually correlate. It's the same thing. It's a morality. It gives real and practical guidance to our life. But ethics is more to principles that we practice, like honesty, trustworthiness, responsibility. Okay, it guides us along a pathway to deal more effectively with ethical dilemma, eliminating those behaviors that do not conform to our sense of right and wrong, our best rational interest without sacrificing others, to behave in a very socially responsible way. So if you guys can see, it is correlating. It's just that these are much more to principles. So the need for ethics, okay, is basically to satisfy human needs, to unite people, and to practice strong leadership, to improve decision making, long-term gains, and securing the society. So how is this possible? If let's say you are practicing a principle of being honest. Honesty helps to save a lot of problem. It solves a lot of issue when you're honest, when you tell the truth. And a lot of times, many of us tend to forget about honesty, and we tend to put others into problem because we are selfish towards the purpose that we would like to achieve, and that's very wrong. That's very unethical. So that's one of the example principle that I could share with you about the needs for ethics. And these are the principles that you can read alongside. And I believe it's something that have been integrated in us ever since when we were young. We were instilled with these moral values. I don't have to go through this, but I think you guys know how we have to be honorable, valuable, to behave with full integrity, to behave with full morality, to have principles, to be honest, to practice fairness, to be responsible in whatever that we do. Okay, moving forward, we will talk more about soft skills. And soft skills get the respect. Wait, let me just move this. I can't see. Yeah, soft skills get little respect, but will make or break your career. This is a quote by Peggy Close. What are they? So can we once again have someone from the floor to speak up and tell what are the things they know about soft skills?
Okay, guys, is there anyone that want to share your opinions about what is soft skill?
Anyone wants to speak up, guys? Anybody? This is just to have an interactive session with all of you. Come on, not the same person.
Yeah, because Maya would like to have chit chat with you. Okay, from Rizal.
Yes, Rizal. Thank you.
First of all, thanks for the opportunity that has been given. My name is Izander Said. You can call me Rizal. I'm from Klaten. Yeah. I think is soft skill is is a different from academic. Soft skill, for example, like design, public speaking, and so on. I think it's like that.
True. Exactly. Indeed, Rizal, you're true. So what you mentioned is actually something that falls into communication, about public speaking, and leadership is also a separate soft skills by itself. It's true. Thank you so much for your participation, Rizal. And you have mentioned somewhere you came from, Kartin. Did I pronounce it right?
It's
yes?
Klaten, yes.
Okay, it's a state in Indonesia, is it? Yeah?
Yes.
All right, okay. I am from Malaysia, but I'd love to visit Indonesia soon. So I'm learning all this from you guys. Okay, let's move on forward. Okay, Soft skills is just like what Rizal have mentioned. It's about leadership, it's about communication, and it's about a practice that influences how well you can work or interact with others. So likewise, if you can see etiquette, ethics, soft skills, it somewhat correlates. It's all fall into the same loophole of being personally carrying yourself professionally. So it's a personalized professionalism aspect. Okay, these skills make it easier to form relationship with people, create trust and dependability, and lead teams. All right. So we will be working. You guys will be in university working as a student here. I would say, student is an occupation by itself. You need to deal with a lot of assignment tasks. You need to take in charge, take in lead of many societal and organization things. So these are some of the attributes of soft skills that will help you, like communication, self-motivation, leadership, teamwork. And what is the needs for soft skill? Of course, once again, it increases productivity, increases teamwork, retention rate, employee satisfaction later when you go to work. But if you're in university, it improves the satisfaction of your organization itself. What you would like to achieve as a team, you are able to do it with the right soft skills. It improves your leadership. It attracts network, client, friends, businesses. It increases workplace communication. So moving forward, likewise, these are all the top 10 soft skills, like self-motivation, decisiveness, problem solving. I believe you guys could read through this, but today I'm just going to very much focus on communication, because that is the root of all cause, that is the root of all other ethical mannerism, and how you speak to people, how do you connect and network with people. Okay, so let's look into the barriers, which is a lot. Most of the time we face this issue. The first is physical barriers. All right. At a particular condition, you're not able to speak, or not having the right, how do I say, in fact, the particular network or that particular situation, you're not being able to speak. So that's what we call something related to the physical aspect. Okay, attitude barriers, emotional barriers. So attitude barriers is more to when you have a certain attitude, that let's come to the first part. Abid have mentioned it's very hard for him to get himself introduced to a new person, because he really, how do I think, whether he's not too sure whether another person would accept his personality to open up, right? Most of the time, why? Because we are actually using our eyes and observing people around us. If we are observing their attitude, and if their attitude is not very welcoming, they are showing faces to us, I think that will really affect communication, which people confront in our daily life. Okay, something that we can't avoid, but something that we can improve. Emotional barrier also, when a person's state of mind, when you look very sad and when you look emotionally down, your friend is coming very happily to talk to you. He or she may just take one step back and say, like, she doesn't seem to be in the state of talking right now, this kind of thing. So this is somewhere falls within emotional barrier. Also, a person temperament. Okay, emotional barrier a lot. Emotional attitude has something to do a lot with of temperament, about a person personality itself, like what type of person they are. They can be someone who is very hot-tempered, or maybe someone who is very loud and harsh in tone, or someone who is very soft, very introverted, not very open. So these are the kind of barriers that we will confront. Okay, cultural barrier. So cultural barriers is like being experienced by many, how do I say, foreigners, especially when they come to a different country, when or when we are of different ethnic or race, and we are trying to speak, and this will affect communication. Now, one of the examples that I can share is something that happened very recently. in my association. So one of my friends, he's actually a foreign expatriate in University of Malaya. We have a lot of foreigners studying there, especially a lot of Indonesians actually we have. So if you would like to know how and what, I would like to connect with Indonesian friends here who are pursuing here, please do let me know, and I'll definitely connect you with them. One of the culture barrier that they face here is the way they communicate. All right, my friend here is from a Middle Eastern country, so they have a very, how do I say, their tone, their communication style itself is very different. But it was misunderstood when he was trying to communicate with the guest speaker to invite him for the event that he's supposed to present, and it went about in such a way that he find that he was speaking very rudely, and in fact put it in a message. So that part I had to step in, because he wasn't in mistake and he too wasn't in mistake, but it became a barrier. There was a miscommunication because of the way he communicated that went in a wrong interpretation to this guest speaker. So I had to cross in and speak and solve, and actually explained that he's not from Malaysia, he's from a different country, he sounds like this, but he's not trying to be rude. So these are the kind of culture barriers that we will face. All right, language barrier, language like this, I may not, for example, I may have this, I'm facing like a problem now because I don't understand Indonesian, right? So if I'm going to confront and speak to my friends who is very comfortable speaking Indonesian to me right now, so I would be having problem to understand that. That is a barrier, that is a challenge for me. Okay, gender barrier, being women, being man. Sometimes some of us are shy to speak to the opposite gender. I do not know if that is happening within y'all here, but sometimes we are very introverted. I would rather say this as something got to do a lot about personalities. Rather, I'm not too sure how much that we can show importance about gender barrier right now at this current era where everybody is more to open mindset and more to speaking and meeting with new people. We network with people online, we meet people through virtually through social media. So I do not know how this is related, but yes, it still exists within the community where we have gender barriers, especially when it comes to women and men as a gender itself. Lack of focus and eye contact. This is always a problem for many of us. I would say me too myself is facing this issue, lack of focus and eye contact when someone is speaking to you. Actually, this thing affects a lot, just as much as when your lecturer is trying to convey a lecture in the lecture hall. And sometimes when we are lacking of focus, that is when we don't receive their communication. They are communicating with us in the sense of giving us knowledge, and we are not receiving it, right? Because we are lacking of focus. That is a barrier. Okay, and that is something to be improved by all of us. Fear of making mistakes, that is also another barrier. So this may happen to many of us, especially when we feel like we are not good in doing something, when we are doubtful of ourselves, or when we are feel we are lack of experience. Now, fear of mistakes is in all of us. As a human, we all have fear. It does not mean that this person who look very confident does not have fear. I too have fear, to be honest. When I'm presenting right now, I have fear of making mistakes, that I may convey the wrong thing, or what I'm conveying may have not reached you. These are the kind of fears that I'm currently having, but it is something that I have to break through. It's something that you too have to break through along the way in your university life. Psychological barrier, it's about our emotionally, the interpretation that we have, the perspective that we have to another person. Psychological and perceptual correlates, yeah, it's perspective. And I'm not going to go very in detail to that. And feedback issues is like this. When someone is giving you a critical comment, it works in two ways, where the person who is giving you the critical comment is not giving you in the right way. That means it's not giving you in a polite manner. So let's say, for example, let's take me here, for example. Some of you here may have opinion that I can present better, I can do it better, or maybe certain things that I'm explaining here may not suit you. It's not relatable to you. Can you actually give this as a feedback? Yes, you can. But there's method of giving how you can put it in a way where you don't hit me negatively by saying you are a bad presenter. That is wrong. Maybe you could say, I think you could improve it by controlling your modulation, by controlling your tone, or maybe you could speak something related to this matter. It would have made the presentation much more better. Can you give that feedback issue? Yes. And me as a receiver, I should be able to be prepared about this mentally. I should ready right off now to receive a positive feedback, not only through this session, it's throughout our university session actually. When we are, okay, let's say for instance, this is something that I'm still lacking to. In fact, I would always want to remind myself about this, but let's do it together. When we receive like our assignment tasks, right? How many of us at all the times really going to approach our lecturer and ask, why did I achieve these marks? Yeah, how many of us do that? It's actually 1 in a million, one or two of us, 1 or 2 or 3 of us that will be doing this. But throughout the way, actually, it's something that we can practice. But when you speak to your lecturers, don't speak to him in a harsh tone because he or she have given you such bad marks. You must be very prepared to understand why. And after hearing his or her judgment, then you would learn. You are learning why from there, rather than going and telling, I don't think so. I deserve this marks. Before you even say such thing, always have that ability to practice understanding why a person is giving you that first, and then try to make the judgment. Is it connecting with you? If you feel no, if you feel it's not true, your answers were actually meant to tell and it is acceptable, yeah, you can actually disagree. So these are the kind of things that we can actually do. We can actually practicing giving optimistic a change of feedback, and feedback is very important, be it in our work, in our communication, in whatever act that we do, and in whatever goal or event that we are doing. You see, when you buy a product, even Shopee, Lazada, or what are the very famous online platform that you guys always use to shop for online shopping?
Maybe Tokopedia or
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, with that platform, I'm pretty sure you would go and check off the rating, right? You check the rating when you want to buy the stuff, right? So why do we do that? Because the community accepts that. The community accepts that particular seller is doing a great job. So feedback is very important to improve your confidence, to improve you as a person, and to improve whatever it takes to achieve the goals that you desire to achieve. Okay, let me move forward. Next, communicating effectively. So I'm going to speed off this a little bit. So communicating, likewise, I only going to focus so much about how we can communicate effectively, because likewise, as I told, this is the sole root problem of all costs, and the sole thing, the sole part that we have to really improve in order to achieve anything that we want to do in daily life. First, time. All right, how that we can practice knowing time when we communicate with a person. Now, for instance, maybe it's a good situation if I put it this way. If your lecturer is really busy at that particular moment, he or she is busy, and you are communicating, let's say you are sending a handphone message, all right, in a daytime, please have that intention or at that time to think courteously by understanding that particular time that you're texting, he or she can be busy and they might not be able to reply you on time. Yeah, so this is where you need to really judge the time that you're speaking to a person and be patient to receive your reply as well. Okay, I would connect this to online, because I think all of us here for the past 1.5 years above 1.5 year already, we are dealing with online classes, online messages, communicate with lecturers, right? So this is one way that I can give an example. Another thing, another situation is when you talk to someone regarding when they are angry. That is a time, when they are angry and you want to ask something just because you would like to know the decision upfront. Don't do it that time. That is a time it creates more miscommunication, more misunderstanding. All right. Okay, next, moving forward, verbal communication skills is about using the right tone, using the right language, and using the right pitch. So for instance, I can just give you a very simple instance, and like someone is saying, hello. Okay. What did you guys receive from this? Am I very welcoming? I think hello. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye. I think I'm done. What do you guys receive about this expression, this tone, this speech? What do you understand?
I think you sounds like kind of bored, or you just want to leave the conversation, something like that.
Yes, yes, right. And do you think that really correlates here? Do you think it's good for me to do this right here at this time? Do you think it's good for me to speak like that?
I don't think so.
Yes, of course not. Of course not at all times. When you want to say hello, say it happily. Hello, hi. Put a smile, put a bright smile and present yourself. Be presentable and make sure your pitch is high. So when I talk about tone, pitch, and language, did all this came along when I speak when I learn? I would say I was an introverted person many years back. I was very silent. And do I speak like this, like how I speak here today? Not at all. I practiced this along the way. When I was a national debater, I did not include that, but I think it's in my resume. I did participate in a national debate competition before to improve my language, to improve my communication. So I really love adventure. So this is the kind of thing that I did to improve my verbal communication skill, because I always find this when I was in school. All right, I love to be involved in theatrical drama. You could rather put any word to describe me, but I'm not a person who will fix in one thing. I love drama, I love acting, I love dancing, but I never gotten a role to act in front of my lecturers or to take the lead role because of my voice pitch. They always tell you speak very softly, nobody can hear you. That is the only thing that I've received. But nobody taught me. Nobody actually came to me and said that, Maya, you could speak more, you should do this kind of training. So when all this took place is when I step out of my comfort zone and I went to participate in many activities, especially public speaking, national debate competition. When it comes to presentation and grouping tasks, I always step forward to give any feedback, anything that is being asked or to be presented first. I would be the first one to start. It's because I want to improve myself. I would like to improve, and tone and pitch comes along that way. So to know more about the tone and pitch, you guys could actually check this out through Google and YouTube. There's actually a lot of YouTube channels, portals that actually teaches you how to raise your pitch at the right place, how to lower down, and where you should practice it more. I would really wish to share it more here, but I can't because the lack of time. But you can always ask me on a personal note. Let's stay connected, okay? Later, I'll be sharing my social media profile. We will stay connected through that, and you can ask me. Of course, I would share with you what I know. This is attractive content. So when we speak to a person, especially during presentation, I would say this is something I'm still improving. Have something that attracts a person. Like today, when you're doing a presentation in university, of course, you are asked to present something. Don't just go out dully just by putting a presentation slide with nothing interesting to be seen there and too much of information kind of thing. All right, make sure your content that you're putting, that you're presenting, that you're communicating to the crowd, it's something that will attract the crowd to see. As a person myself, I'm someone who likes to keep it plain, easy, simple, not too much of things slashed in my slides, because for me, I kind of like formality, but it doesn't mean that you have to practice that way. There's many ways how you can pull up a presentation, and if you can see many other incredible PowerPoint presentation slides, how they communicate their content in a very effective method. They have amazing graphics, all of these are very important. Another one of an example attractive content that I could tell you guys is just like currently all of you all are using a background image, right? Some of you all may have questioned what is the purpose of this background image, but it makes you look presentable here. Am I right? It makes you look presentable in front of the screen that you're looking at. This is another non-verbal way that you are communicating with using a content that you have uploaded. Okay. Look for feedback. I believe I've already mentioned this earlier about during the feedback issues. Always be positive to receive and exchange feedback in a positive manner. Have a very good listening skills. All right. Despite something that bored you, all right, I would say this is something that I'm improving as a person myself. When things bore me, I would very easily get distracted not to listen, right? All of us as a human, we do. But is it something to be practiced? No. To be very honest, it's always good to have to be very attentive. Is it easy to achieve this listening skills way? It's never that easy. It's something that we train by practice to be it, by practicing to be more focused when someone is communicating with you. Yeah. Non-verbal expression is what I've mentioned in the verbal communication itself by face communication. Non-verbal expression is something that you don't speak, but you communicate with your body language and your facial expression. So you see, like today, Tariq is hosting all of you. He's putting Tariq and Haura. They put a very nice, presentable smile in speech, and make sure that all of you here are very positive, are very welcome, and very connected to the entire session. And they're doing this using non-verbal expression. Is this important? It's very important when you speak to someone who you love dating. Wow, I went into love dating. When you speak to someone who you love dating, how would you speak to them? Can we have that now? I think we are all adults here, right? Can we have somebody from the floor? How do you speak to someone who you really love or you have a crush on? Sorry, my earpiece fall off actually. Yeah.
Okay, maybe we want to do the role play.
Or just give me opinion, right, Maya?
Yeah, it's just opinion. Anybody told in the chat box.
Okay, anyone, guys?
You can answer in the chat box too.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm already in the Q&A session. Thank you so much, Afifa. But I'll speed up. Okay, nobody. All right, of course, when you speak to the person we love, we speak in such a nice and sweet manner. And even the boyfriend who is very angry will come back and put his nice, sweet smile. Yeah, so that's the kind, you speak in a positive and cheerful manner. When you're angry, you show an angry face to them, right? So these are the kind of verbal expression. You should know where to use it. Yeah, so that's what I was trying to implement. Moving forward, avoid distraction. Now, this thing is something very important. When you speak to someone, this has been actually going on during the online term when all of us were busy multitasking, right? We were actually getting distracted when someone is communicating with us during a meeting. That is actually very rude, to be honest. And but it's something that we are all trying to practice during the online session. All of us were trying to deal with something fast, so we work and we speak. So sometimes when someone is talking to you directly in the meeting, looking at you, and you're not looking to them because you're getting distracted for other purpose, if it's happened for a short time, it's okay, but if it's a long time, it's already getting rude. So please be courteous in terms of that. When you speak to a person in face to face, I guess this is very rare to happen. We eventually concentrate on a person more during face-to-face physical communication. Okay, next is remove noise source. I hate it when people speak. This is in two-way, all right? I really hate when people speak when I'm speaking, like somebody at the back of me is speaking loudly with a high pitch. Have you ever confronted this? I think it happens in a society, especially when you go to a restaurant. Everyone there is not putting a very high pitch and speaking in a good way, and you see one table suddenly loud and cheer. It's okay to be happy, but sometimes they do it in a very long time and it start to affect your communication with your family and friends. So these are the kind of thing that it's bad. So when you communicate with a person, especially when it's very important, please learn to remove the noise source because it will distract other person's attention. Manage stress and pressure well. This was explained in the earlier video. That time, if you could see how that girl, despite she was in the stress and pressure, she handled the environment in a very cool way. She did not sound it harsh when she was telling the person who was distracting her to go to a silent place. She said, I would appreciate it. You know, she used the right language and told them to go to another place while she's in a phone communication. Yeah. Next, focus and improve on our weakness. So weaknesses is a lot of things. You know, all of us have our weakness in terms of language, in terms of getting distraction, our expression, our pitch, our tone, our pronunciation, and whatnot. We could always list out, but is that something that we can't work on? No, it's something that we can always work on. In fact, until today, I would say I'm not good at all. I'm still trying to improve alongside, and I'm working to do it. And how we can do it? Involved in different activity, different organization. This is the time you are at university, 11 Maret. This is where you will start your journey. If you have not been involving in many things, this is the time that you were involved in many different activities, organization. Look at your friends here. They have worked along in a society just to bring out the best in you. And this is where they build their relationship, they build their bond, they build their communication skill with one another, and everything alongside etiquette, ethic, for personal professionalism. It developed through the only way is by involving yourself in different activities and organizations. Moving forward, you will have to learn how to practice healthy relationship. What I meant a healthy relationship here is knowing when and where to be who and who. For instance, if let's say you are working in a group work, don't come about, especially this one comes to gender issues. I have confronted this. Okay, please allow me. Can I ask your permission, Tariq? Is it okay for me to take extra longer time during the session? Because I think I'm extending very long. Just additionally, a little longer time. Is it okay?
Okay, maybe 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then it's okay. Let me just go towards the end and explain about that. Lastly, you have to be understanding, courteous, and have respect for others. Be very positive and optimistic in your speech. Always practice the right positivity when you speak, when you give criticism, okay? Or even if you want to disagree, be positive in it, okay? Moving forward, this is a quote for you to remember. Art of communication is the language of the soul. Next, these are the things I would love to go through with you, but since we are lacking of time, it's okay. I would share my template with you later and you can go through this. You could also go to englishgrammar.org to understand what are the polite phrases you could use when you communicate with the person and then to give constructive criticism and more. Okay. Now, okay, maybe I'll take one conditional situation from the floor, not the second one, maybe number 2, since we are running late. Okay, you were chosen as a representative of the head of sponsorship department in your student club. You will have to speak to many third parties, and this is your first time doing this. You feel you aren't good enough, as you doubt yourself for many reasons, such as fluency of your language, lack of experiences. What should you do to achieve the success of the responsibility entitled to you? You could, anyone could just land out your comment in the commentary.
Okay, guys, maybe you can answer about Maya's question here in the comments below, or just raise your hand.
Is it the one that just came in with non-formal language? I think that was just now. I did not read the command.
Pardon, Maya?
No, I saw there was some command coming in. I did not realize that during the session.
Okay.
Okay, there is.
Ask someone who know better and have experience about the job. Thank you, Anissa. Sarasa, you practice and ask others for feedback. Yes. Thank you so much, guys. So this is one of the way, like your friends have mentioned, just ask someone, have experience, and do something into how you can understand what is the job title about. Okay. And lastly, this is a quote for you to take off. Don't follow the path, go where there is no path and begin the trail when you start a new trail. Equipped with courage, strength, and conviction, that is the only thing that can stop you is you, by Ruby Bridges. So this quote actually just to let you know that to improve your personal professionalism, the only way that you can do it is stepping out from your comfort zone. To improve yourself as a person, don't just stay within your same comfort zone. That means you just like doing this, I'm going to do this. For instance, if you just like you are introverted person and you just like being that, thinking that it's okay to have that personality only, no, at certain point of time you have to be very extroverted. So you need to step out of that. And how you could do it, how you could build that extroverted personality in you, you need to be involved in many other organizations. You need to be adventurous. You need to seek out the knowledge out there. And when we talk about knowledge, it's not only about academic knowledge, it's about all this soft skill, involvement, leadership, teamwork, and whatnot. Yeah. So that's all from me. I would love to complete the video, but it's okay. We are lacking of time and I've took up extra. I think I took up very long time already. But thank you so much. I think that's the end of my presentation. We can move on to Q&A.
Okay, thank you so much, Maya, for your wonderful presentation. It's so insightful, and I'm kind of relate about your presentation too.
Yes, true. Or maybe we are going to the next session, this question and answer session. If you guys want to ask about the communication and how to communicate, maybe you could use the right hand features in Zoom. Like, is there anyone that want to ask the questions?
I saw Amelia just raise hand, but
anyway, just unmute your mic and speak. Yeah.
Okay, Lisa.
Yeah.
All
right. All right. Thank you.
Wait.
Okay, so which one? So Amelia, you just raised hand, right?
Yeah, I'll go with the Amalia first. Okay, Amalia, could you unmute yourself?
All right. Thank you for the opportunity. First, let me introduce myself. I am Amelia Gita, batch 2021. I want to ask, what do you do if a friend be disrespectful in meeting? Thank you.
What if I do, if a friend being irrespectful? A lot of time I've actually confronted this. I would rather, if she or he is very disrespectful, by using not the right term, I would, okay, let's say for instance, this happened very recently to me. One of my friends spoke to me in a very harsh manner when it was about communicating in regard to a choice that we are supposed to make. So I just told her, I think that you have just, you could use a better vocabulary when you speak to me. I think it sounded really harsh earlier. So I'm really sorry for telling you this, but it really affected all of us here. So that is how I would have handled that situation. I would have been direct to her, and I wouldn't think twice to not be direct. I think you could always tell someone who's disrespectful, telling them that they are disrespectful there and then. That is how I would have handled the situation. Why? Because I want them to know that they have affected all of them then. If it happened in a group meeting, but if it's something within you and your friend, for example, she's being disrespectful when you're trying to talk to her, then maybe you can just tell her then she or her's name, you could just tell, let's say, for example, I am that secondary person. Hey, Maya, I think earlier I felt really hurt with the way you talked to me. I think you could have sounded a little bit more polite. I'm really sorry, but nobody have talked to me like this before. That's something that I would have said to her.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Amelia.
Okay, thank you, Amalia. For
I hope I answered your question, yeah. But if not, please feel free to ask. I think Rizal have raised his hand.
Okay, thank you, Amalia, and also thank you, Maya, for the answer. Next, we have Rizal. Could you unmute yourself?
Well, actually, my answer is same as one on slide. What is your method? What is a method we should use when we have a member that has a different goal with us, especially in online term?
Different, pardon again, Rizal, the last.
Different goals.
Different calls, okay. What is the method?
Yes, yes. Except for communicating with mouth, I think we should do more. Or
Okay. Oh, you meant they are in different faculty and courses, and in certain courses you are
yes.
grouped together. Okay. I would just communicate by first learning about them first. I have actually did experiences in my university, so we will build a friendship first. Okay, and how do I build the friendship is by an ice breaking session. If you're asked to do a group task with them, I would encourage you to have a Google Meet session or Zoom like this where everyone has opened their camera and hey, come on, let's just get to know each other first. Let's just not talk about group work right now, and then talk about something that you love. Try to find something that is common between you and that person. Try to connect with them, and that is when you could actually work together, and that is when you will understand the courses didn't matter at all. You could actually work together in regard. So that's an idea that I could give, especially during online, because you're not confronting that person. If it's physical, it's very fast actually, because you could just directly talk to them. You could just come out with a particular issue, topic, anything that is ongoing, anything that attracts you, and build a conversation. It's very important to build the conversation and then only move to your goal. I mean, to complete the task, to do the grouping work together. I hope that answers, Lisa. Thank you.
Let's say the condition is in the worst case, they cannot meet or they want mereka nggak mau meet. Sorry, let me.
Yeah, you can tell, and Tori can actually translate that for me. No problem.
Let's say in the worst case, our friend doesn't want to have a meet.
They don't want to meet with us, right?
Yes, like that, Abid. Thank you.
Okay, they don't want to meet with us. They don't want to meet with you, but you are assigned to do the job, right? You are assigned to do the job together.
Yes.
So make it a must. Make it a must for all the group. How would you make it a must? I think when you put a Google Meet, and of course, all of them tell the communication won't be very smooth, guys, through WhatsApp. How are you communicating with your friends currently? If let's say, for instance, it should be the text messages, right? Could you really connect and understand anything he or she is trying to tell? As a person myself, I can misunderstand many things that is being sent in the message most of the time. So meeting is very, very important. Online meeting especially, many people say online is not effective. That is not true. It's not effective when we don't practice the non-effective method. When you only preach about just holding up your messages, I think that is when it's wrong, because you will have your interpretation. You will read something and was like, oh, this person is trying to tell me this, but no, he is trying to tell you another thing. And then when you conduct the activity in the way and the manner that he wants it to be done, and he says, no, I didn't ask you for that. I was trying to tell you this way, but it's not your fault either. It's not his fault either, right? So to build that strong understanding, ensure everybody comes for Google Meet and tell, I think this will be the best for us guys, because I don't want any conflict to happen. Let's have an ice-breaking session online. Let's meet, let's talk, and that builds a healthy relationship. That worst come to waste, stand on your sense of food. by inviting all of them for a Google Meet session and then let's talk. I don't see what is the problem by them not agreeing to it. Is only one thing. They are comfortable with their comfort zone of being shy. You are just helping them to come out from their comfort zone if you have done that. Okay, Rizal?
Yes, thank you.
That's my sole perspective, how I would have handled this. Yeah. Okay. We have more. I see Nabila.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Rizal and Maya also. Next, we have Nabila here. Could you unmute yourself?
Okay, thank you for the change. My name is Nabila Alisani Asad. I'm very sorry if my question is already in the slide. I want to ask, how do we invite our friends to submit assignments on time, but in a way that doesn't sound like commend them? Because sometimes I'm afraid that he or she has another task to do.
Okay. Okay. Now, when we come about submitting the task, right? And at that particular time, I'm pretty sure you want to submit it because your deadline is already that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're meeting your deadline. So what is the priority that you have to submit it? There is no, you are going to wait for your friend. No such deal. No such deal. There is then the deadline. If today is the deadline, for instance, now your lecturer has said this Sunday, all of you have to submit this work. And you and the others have already done the assignment. You're just waiting one person to finish. Okay, as the leader, or even you are not the leader, you are the team member, but someone is taking in charge. Your leader is not voicing up. Please go to your leader and say, I really think that you need to ask her to do something about this because I don't want any of our marks affected because of one person. State your argument in a polite manner. Have justification for that, I would say. Because you have your rights to say it because you complete your task first, right? You want to achieve the goal first. And making your friends to think you are scared because they might not be able to submit the task actually shouldn't be how do I say, you shouldn't be concerned about that when it's coming to meet about deadline. You have to be concerned about that at that moment when your deadline is far. You know what I mean? Like, let's say you have another 2 more weeks to do that task. All right. And then, of course, at that particular time, you can't go to her and say, hey, can you finish this first or not? Let's get this done fast. No, you can't. Of course, she might have other things to do, but maybe you could always put a kind reminder. Maybe, call her up and say, hey, I think it's better for us to finish this faster so that we have enough time allocated to finish the corresponding assignments. Yeah, so you could speak to her something like that. Yeah, but never if your deadline is coming very close to you, don't hesitate to go and tell your friend that, because the goal is very important first. Yeah, so everyone must have the same mindset as you. I hope that answers.
Thank you for the answers.
Thank you, Nabila.
Okay, thank you so much for Nabila for the question and also for Maya for the answering. And then we move to the next question from Jungkung Laksito Adi from PB. Maybe you can unmute yourself.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunities. Actually, I have a problem about meeting etiquettes because when I'm with my friends, I like to joking around. But when we start the meeting or discuss a task, I can control myself to not joking because when I saw something funny, my instinct says that I must make a joke from it. May I ask your advice to how to be a professional and keep the etiquettes in the meeting, please?
I think it's good that you are making a joke in a meeting area. Why not? But just make sure that your joke is a healthy joke. It's not something that discriminate others. Actually, I would really like it to work with people like that because at least it's not rigid. It's not like, oh, this is so quiet, inside our heart. Why am I here? This meeting is so boring. At least there is someone like you who make it very optimistic. You are bringing positivity there. Why not? Joke is most welcome. Okay, but just make sure when you are joking, I think what's important is don't discriminate others and don't make a harsh joke like could affect someone's sensitivity. Do you know what I mean, right? Like trying to make comparison and things like this, because that will affect the person's image about you. He or she might not come and tell you, but he would keep like an interpretation there, you know. Or if you feel like you're very open and say that, sorry guys, you know, I was just trying to make this environment more cheerful, you know, I hope nobody takes this into heart kind of thing. You can just end up your joke in that manner, you know. But is it most welcome? Yes, of course. I don't see why a meeting cannot have jokes. Yeah, I would prefer a very healthy, very cheerful environment. That's my own perspective.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Junkung. Is that how I pronounce your name?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Jungkung, for the question and Maya for the answer. But I guess Fahri just raised hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to deliver the question, Fahri?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is Fahri Chandra Bimanyu and I'm from Jakarta. I just want to ask about your opinion about if we have a loud speaking accent, is that considered unethical in speaking? Because some people like that gitu, when they communication like that. Okay.
You mean loud speaking? So you are talking about your pitch?
Yes.
Yeah, your tone. I think it's not a problem, but as long if it's loud, you are trying to be clear and precise, go ahead. But if it's loud and it's harsh, like screaming to a person, you know, hey, you know, please shut up, like that. Do you like that? Yeah, nobody likes that, you know. And you will confront this kind of person as soon as we go. During your university time, not that much, but during working time, where stress and pressure is that, you would really confront. And there's this one incident where one of my colleague during my internship, I was very new then, but as an intern, I have to learn everything in the company, right? So I went and confront myself, and I told her, I said, would you like me to help you in this experiment? Because I was working in a research department. So all scientists at that time, you know, research and analytical. And I was just after diploma and coming in, right, as an intern. So everyone who there was healthy. So when I first went there, then she came to me and she was like, hey, you think you know how to do this? She came like me. Do you know how to read this manual? Do you know what I'm doing? What experiment is this? I was actually very taken aback because she screamed to me when I was in the entire lab, you know. But I controlled my emotion that time. I was like, okay, stop, be patient, Maya. I told myself, but I was very angry, you know, because she shouldn't have done that. She shouldn't have done that. She spoke out very loud so that every other person can know. Then I was like, no, my intention is to help you, but it's okay. You seem to be very busy. I proceed helping others. So that's how I went. Immediately, what I did, I confronted my supervisor who was responsible to me that time. I went and told her, I think she shouldn't have done that to me despite how much of tension she is in. And I'm coming here to learn from your organization. Know your right as an internship, you know. So I knew my rights at time. I knew that I'm coming there to learn and I shouldn't be say no, because all of you there are senior person. So she brought me the supervisor and went there and told her that you are not supposed to practice this. So that's the kind of example that I can give you on what happened and where and when that where and when it's unethical. So don't just speak. You can speak loud, but not in a harsh manner, not in a yelling manner. Yeah, that's all. Thank you, Fajri.
Thank you.
How do I pronounce your name properly?
Fahri.
Fahri. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Fahri, for the question, and also thank you for all of you guys that being participated in this active in this session, and also for Maya for the great answer. So maybe let me sum thumbs up about your explanation, Maya. So personal professionalism is the way that we interact or how we interact each other in a appropriate way and also respectful manner. Then professionalism is very important or crucial for our social skill, and it will be impact to our future career also, because this is the foundation or fundamental of being socialized with people. Then while this professionalism is also classified to be etiquette, soft skills, and also communication, which Maya has explained to you guys just now. So is it true, Maya?
Thank you, Hara. Yes, it's actually something that we do in our daily life, and all of you here are so pleasant. Thank you so much for actually staying up on an open camera. I truly appreciate it that I can connect with you in a way I'm seeing everyone. So, and you have been very interactive in my session. Thank you so much for that. And yes, it's true, like what Hara said, it's all about being professional to network. When you're professionally carrying yourself, just imagine yourself confronting a very rude person and how you can develop any network with him. You can connect with him. Always put yourself in the shoe, try to understand the third party and try to understand yourself being in that shoe. Then that is the time you will start to practice ethical in, in anything that you do. That's all from me.
Okay, thank you so much, Maya. That's very insightful and super cool presentation and explanation from you. And I hope we gain so much knowledges and also energies that you give to us here for our future. So thank you so much, Maya, for having this session.
Maybe if the participants want to ask questions outside of this, maybe how we can connect with you, Maya?
Oh yeah, I did not share my last finance screen. Hold on, guys. Okay, because there was a video. Yeah, wait. Just give me one moment. Okay. So can you see? You can connect with me through my Facebook, Yamaya Subadev. I have two Instagram. One is my public profile and personal, so I can connect with you personally. This is my personal profile, Maya Yamaya, and my LinkedIn will be Yamaya Subadev. I will look forward to connect with all of you here through my social media and hope to have you with us in our activities being organized by University of Malaya too. Yeah, we're looking forward to have you guys as a participant or maybe as a teammates in our following activities.
Okay, cool. Thanks so much once again, Maya. And thank you so much for this really good presentation again. And maybe if you have any kind of activities, maybe you could continue and have the next weekend. Thank you so much, Maya.
Yeah, have a nice weekend, Maya.
All right, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for having me today and for staying throughout the session. I'm truly sorry for taking so much of time, which I'm not supposed to. But I hope all of you have received an insightful session through this. Okay, so thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, have a good day, everyone. Bye.
Bye, Maya. Thank you, Maya. Bye. Okay. Okay, are you guys still excitement? Show your excitement, guys, after you have already through to session. Are you still excited or are you tired? Could you give the reaction of it?
Maybe you can give a reaction, or maybe you can type your feelings on the chat box. So.
Okay, apparently.
This is my feelings.
Okay, apparently they feel tired. Maybe they want to have a break. Haura, okay. Thank you so much, guys, for participating actively for today, because it's very, very very great to us too, and we were very thankful. And also, they realized this is the end of our session today with me and Haura, and this is your MC checking out. Maybe this is Tori, and also
I'm Haura.
And we are checking
out. But guys, before